What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Little Dicey D&D. My name is Salvatore. I am your dungeon master here and forevermore until the day that, I don't know, what's topical right now? Fucking, the day that...
Until House of Dragons gets canceled.
Yeah! Oh! I'll be so sad. I'll be so sad. If you're not watching House of the Dragon, do yourself a favor, you should do it. It's very good. Both episodes, the first two episodes are out. They're really great. I like them a lot. I'm not endorsed by HBO, especially because HBO is becoming a dog shit company now. I don't know if you've seen that.
Bring back Summer Camp Island.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck you, HBO. Just kidding. Please give me a job. That'd be nice. Anyways, so yeah, we play Dungeons and Dragons here on A Little Dicey D&D. If that wasn't obvious enough, this is episode 32. Thank you to anybody who might have been really excited about last week. We were too. Unfortunately, we experienced a bunch of technical issues, as apparently like all of Twitch, or more than half of Twitch, did at the time. So thank you for bearing with us. We have episode 32 for you here now. Obviously, we are here live, as we are every, we try to be every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will also be continuing with our usual schedule. We have the podcast Saturdays at noon with myself and Matt. And then following, you'll get an announcement about this soon in the Discord, but our following Tuesdays, where we usually do an episode of Reroll, we're going to be converting that into a new show. So stick around and look out for that. I wanted to say stick out for that, but you know, that doesn't make any sense.
Stick out and look around.
Stick out and look around. So yeah, we will give you some updates on that in the Discord. If you're not a part of the Discord, please jump in on that. We're going to include that with the announcements that we're going to get to right now. But I think that's enough of me. So Garrett, if you'd like to tell us about our social medias.
Yeah, we have them, and they're linked in the chat now. Click that link.
Yeah!
I'm going to keep that one short.
Crush.
So we're an interactive stream. You can interact with our stream.
Jesus Christ, Garrett.
You can, you know those points you get for being in chat? You can use those and make us do weird shit. Like, or encourage us to do weird shit. Like, take a drink of the potions. Or, I forget a lot of the rest right now. I'm very tired.
What are the potions this week, Garrett?
That's Bilge's Bee's Knees Cocktail, which is just a Bee's Knees cocktail.
Hell yeah.
It's gin, honey, and fresh squeezed lemon juice, baby. And according to Sal, they're very strong.
They're always strong.
You cannot handle my
So weak.
potions.
I am. I cannot. Truly, I cannot.
Anyway, I'm done.
Hell yeah. We've yet to make Hannah say anything for the announcements, and that will change soon. So right now, we'll skip over her and jump to Matt.
We have a Discord.
Woo!
It's mostly to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's so true.
But like,
So true.
in theory, if you wanted to use it to talk about Dungeons and Dragons or other tabletop-related things,
yeah.
you can do that. We also use it to vote on podcast topics.
Yep.
We're 100 weeks roughly en route to talking about Monk.
That's
but
right.
Eventually we'll talk about Monk, and then you'll get to decide whether we're going to talk about fighters or clerics or rangers next. So look out for that, and hope to see you guys on Saturday.
And be sure to check out our friends at superokpodcast.com. Also, our friend of the show, Aaron, can be found on Twitch at Little Bog Witch, and our moderator Michaela can be found on Twitch at Hello Diddy.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys very much. With that being said, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, or queries before we jump into tonight's episode?
We didn't rest at the end of last session.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, you
No.
have not.
Pretty injured.
I don't feel good.
Good stuff. Alrighty. Well then,
Death is inconsequential.
that was very nice.
Hey man, you alright?
When last we met, you all had finally journeyed into the tumultuous and chaotic zone that is the realm of the Feywild. Once arriving here through one of the rifts in the Tempest Peaks that you were escorted to by means of one of your druidic companions, Finrala, you discovered relatively quickly that this realm is as odd as everything that you've experienced with the many of the number of Fey individuals that you've come across in your travels so far. Everything here seems to be effervescent, just slightly out of place, just off to the side, perhaps. and yet you continue forward in search of some way to close this rift that seems to be allowing darker denizens of the Fey realm to leak into the realm of Petrichor, putting lives at stake and causing general mischief and mayhem, as it were. In addition to that, some of you seek to find answers to some of the questions you've been pondering for many different years of your life. Answers to questions about your life, perhaps even. Here in the Feywild, you eventually stumbled upon an extraordinary individual that seems to call themselves the Two-Faced King. This individual, very hard to pin down in terms of motivation, personality, literally anything about them that makes any sort of sense. It's hard to gain any sort of read on this person. They seem to be as chaotic as chaos can be. And you went toe-to-toe with them until they took on a draconic form, bigger than a bigger creature than any of you have had the pleasure or disdain of witnessing, unfortunately, until seemingly out of nowhere they decided that was the end of that and reverted back to their humanoid-ish looking form. At this point, you stand around here in the center of this hedge maze-like den of this Two-Faced King, as they seem to finally calm down for a little bit. You can see a bit of their disposition actually seems to change. Their smallish companion that seems to have, or that had led you here originally, seems to have run off in some direction as they've been charged to collect something or prepare as you begin to embark. The rest of you are sort of gathered either around this small little area where there is a large round table with a myriad of different foods and fruits and whatnot. And Kill, specifically, you have just sort of removed yourself ever so slightly outside of that center-ish area. You're just about on the precipice of moving through the hedge maze itself. You all sort of look around and get the general sense that the mood of battle rather has subsided, and this person just seems to dust themselves off, and you can see now there's a very clear disposition change with this person. And they turn the top half of their face, this sort of red crimson, almost carapace-like part of their head where protruding little horns stick out. They just sort of dust themselves off, lift their thumbs up near their cheeks, and shift off this mask. And they place it on the table, and you can see they are a very, very beautiful, darker skinned individual with piercing bluish eyes and sort of a tied back half bun, rest of the hair sort of falling over on their shoulders. Once they remove this mask, you can see this is the disposition change that I'm talking about. They go from this very expressive stance, this sort of chest out, very boisterous presence, to a more reserved, held back one. Shoulders a little bit more in, arms crossed in front of them, dusting themselves off as they turn to you. You must forgive me. I've earned this moniker for a reason. There was something that you all came here for. Yes, I must admit I have not had visitors in millennia.
Yes, I'm gonna do a quick insight here. Just,
Go for it.
If I can determine, like, or I don't know, I guess I'm just like, how this person, because this is the Two-Faced King we're talking about, right?
Yep.
Okay. Give it an insight. Just kind of figure out, like, what's this guy's deal? And I got a 6.
Scoot in, everybody. Get nothing cozy.
Cozy.
What's your insight?
I got a 6.
6. I mean, like I said, it's a complete 180. You cannot get like a real honest read on this guy because it's everything that you've experienced with him so far has been fucking all over the place. So this is just another place that he is.
Yes, if you don't mind me asking, what the fuck was all that about?
Yes. Well, you see, I came here long ago. Too long for me to recall, but long enough for this place to have afflicted my psyche, for lack of a better word. This, and he points to that crimson horn mask, most of the time keeps me in check. But every once in a while, when I'm exposed to something too out of the ordinary, it can sort of malfunction. My dormant we can just refer to it as power, leaks out a bit. I'm under control now, so no need to worry. And he calls out to kill you, who you are more removed. You may return back. Please believe me, everything's all right. Promise. Ooh,
Oh,
common.
everything's
Fireball.
hey, okay.
Fireball.
Die.
55.
55. Nice.
Should we get a schwa?
That is the first meme I was aware of.
So good. So, you begin to feel, Indigo, this welling of arcanic power start to coalesce inside of you, and it begins to leak out through your skin. You feel like you begin to sweat profusely immediately, almost as if a bunch of moisture is expelled through your pores all at once, and you just sort of instinctively, and as you sort of brush your faunish arms and chest, all of your hair falls out. The hair on your head, as you begin to touch, is removed as you become baby smooth in a matter of moments.
Oh boy.
Well, this fucking sucks. Right, okay. I guess, first of all, can you make my hair come back?
Well, technically yes, but
I guess that shouldn't be. Is this like a one-wish situation, sort of thing? I don't want to. Maybe that should.
Can I just minor illusion a crate around him?
around
Like a
him?
classic barrel
Like the
with
barrel.
straps.
around him?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, you just sort of, you can do that.
I mean, I guess this is better, but
I mean, how uncomfortable is it to look at you?
It is.
Extremely uncomfortable.
Have you ever seen those pictures
very
of
odd.
like when the parrot, when they like lift its feathers up, and it's got
Imagine
these like
me
tiny
with
little
no
legs?
beard.
I'm imagining that.
Have you ever seen a hairless bear? Pictures of hairless bears?
No.
It is. I'm not saying that this is what Indigo looks like, but just because I've seen them, it is the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah.
It is incredible. Anyways, you're just baby smooth, baby. You know, you look like Howie Mandel.
But it feels nice.
Oh, Krillin. Yeah. You look like Krillin.
Or just like a bear.
No, that's a person in a suit.
Let me see. No, it's a hairless bear. No, that's a bear with a disease in which they lose their
I
hair.
actually love him.
I need it in
Horrifying.
my search
Anyways.
history.
Right.
Sorry.
He says, technically, party drinks. Technically, yes, I could, but I've seen things of this nature before. If I remember correctly, this has happened to me as well.
oh, it's will it grow back? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, in about a day, as far as I recall.
You're gonna have to stand there for the rest of today at
So
least.
like,
Well, no one look at me for the next day.
you've lost all your hair before, or just?
Yes.
Oh, wait, are you? Do you have spontaneous arcanum or the conduit kin? Are you something like that? Have you heard of that before?
I'm not familiar with this nomenclature, no, but if you're speaking about, every once in a while, erratic, bursts of, energy from within, yes.
Oh, interesting. Are you
That, we could call my recent outburst, an extraordinary version of that, sure.
Is this so? I'm sorry. Are you Fae or where did you said this place affected you?
Yes, yes and no, I suppose. Now I am. Once I was not.
Was it the influence of this place that caused these I don't know. Let's call them wild surges.
Just spitballing.
That's just kind of coming to mind.
That is a very good
Yes.
way to describe it. Again, yes and no. Part of it is being here for as long as I have, but well, there is a reason why I live alone, with the exception of the occasional bogger here and there, measle once or twice, but mostly just keep to myself.
I see. I mean, could you leave if you wanted? I mean, would that help you? I'm just a thought.
I've dreamt of leaving many times, but I fear wherever I go, I would put others in unfortunate positions should I lose control of myself.
Can't imagine why you think that.
Yes, well, it is unfortunate, but we all have our homes, I suppose, and this has to be mine.
Well, I suppose getting back to what we're here for, so I suppose we're here for two things, really. I would like some way of getting some of my memories back, if possible, and we traveled here through a rift, and we'd like to be able to close it behind us when we return, if possible.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
18. He thinks for a moment. Yes, I've heard of these ripples. They sort of fold between realms. They are present in any far realm, but usually they are intraversible. It's very interesting. You used one to arrive here. That must mean someone or something tore it open.
Well, there was things that came through to our side.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's mainly why we're interested in closing it.
What did they look like?
Shark-headed
There's a
thing.
yes.
I think that was a costume, but
One of them was like,
One of them
a
look-
sort of tardigrade.
yeah,
You
you know
heard of
those
what
little
then?
water tiny.
A
they're-
boggle, yes.
Oh,
Sure.
a boggle.
I get those every once in a while. They're more like vermin around here. You said a shark?
Well, I think they were wearing a shark. Was a woman, I believe. Yes.
It was a sort of big thing. It was able to.
Icy.
Well,
power.
yeah, there was some sort of like, it made like an igloo, some sort.
Interesting. Do you know of a creature known as Black Agatha?
No.
Agatha the Black. Agatha Black.
Let me rack my brain.
Mud Wallow.
Do we know?
Make a fucking. If
Make-
anybody's
make a fucking
proficient
check.
in history, you may make a history check. If you're not proficient in history, then you know what you know.
I feel like we may have talked about it before. It's definitely ringing a bell.
Are you proficient in history?
No, I'm not saying that to like
That's
justify
fine.
it.
Oh no, that's fine.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, you can think whatever you want. I won't police your thought.
Nope.
Go back for some notes.
Sure.
Sure, girl.
Her,
Excuse me, I'm racking my brain.
oh, of course. Her
I know a black tongue. Maybe some relation.
black tongue,
Yeah.
possibly.
He's a
Could
buddy
be
of mine.
another. Sorry.
He's a buddy of mine. Also, he lives inside him sometimes.
Not anymore. He's been evicted.
I know not of any relation, but perhaps. There are your unfamiliar Mudwallow, Agatha Black. She is a mostly docile, let's call her a witch, a practitioner of the arcane Wicca. She keeps to herself, just like me, for the most part, but every once in a while there are fanatical, let's call them worshippers of her. She holds great power. Many Fey lords and Fey kings hold great power. She can be considered one of them. I've heard tales of a devout follower living near me, but I always thought that was, to be honest, I thought that was just a way to dissuade travelers from seeking my power, which I greatly appreciated. I assume this could be who you are describing. She was always described as being some sort of a creature with I suppose we could just base it on shark-like qualities, having a very wide maw, gill-like features, being able to open their gullet really wide.
Well,
Does that sound about right?
that about lines up, yeah.
Yes, it does.
So do you think this?
This creature is dead, for the record. Sorry if people now seek your power more.
The story is the power, my friend. Whether or not it was real was no skin off my back.
Right, that makes sense.
But this is a follower of Agatha Black.
You could call her this, yes. Agatha does not take followers. She simply is,
Like a fanatic.
yes. Sometimes when you are so potent, you cannot help but attract even those that you would rather repel.
Yeah, I get
Yes,
that.
I know what that's like.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, let's all make
We
the
all
same
know
joke at the
that.
same
We're all-
time. That's good.
We're all
yeah.
extremely hot.
And the new one.
So proud of you all.
Yeah.
So, well, do you think that you could?
Yes, Michaela.
Everyone say hi to Fumble Folks. They just rated us with like.
What up,
Yeah,
folks and friends? Stumble folks and folks.
She. That was nice, Garrett. Very
Thank
nice.
you. Sometimes I'm clever.
Yeah, it's very good. We're in the middle of the Feywild, y'all. They're talking to the Two-Faced King. You were saying.
Was I saying something?
Were you? We were all figuring something out.
I think I was saying. Do you think you could either help us or direct us to someone who could help us?
Make a
It's
persuasion
nowhere
check.
near me. Why did I get scared? I'm
12.
traumatized.
He thinks for a moment. He says, well, I could. In fact, I could probably aid you myself. You are the first guests I've had in millennia, and to be honest, I am intrigued with you all. If you are of my ilk, what did you call yourself?
My name is Indigo.
Indigo. You may all call me Thunderwheel.
Thunderwheel.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Also, is Kefir still here?
He bounced, didn't he?
I sent him on his way.
Oh, okay. Is he all right? It seemed like he was. I don't know. It seemed a bit off. Not in the same way that you were a bit off, but I wasn't sure that was related at all.
Yes, my second face, Naledian. He is a devout follower of him. But we are mostly acquaintances. So I prefer my solitude.
Like a good idea.
Is that mask something that you found here or brought here, or did you make it?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Come on, dish.
12.
12. I did not bring it here, no. It was... we can call it a gift.
From who?
You'll have to earn this knowledge.
Right, gotcha.
Maybe we can find you a benefactor.
Oh, you think so someone that could help me?
Well, maybe he's saying it helps him kind of keep himself in control, right?
Maybe I can find someone that could sort of keep my surgery in control.
And plus, you probably look pretty snappy.
You don't do what he did with the mask on, do you?
What? You mean? I don't. I've
Turn
never.
into a
Go
dragon?
fucking crazy.
I've never.
I would argue that we cannot say you don't.
I suppose we. I mean, I've done all sorts of things. Really, I don't know what I'm capable of.
Sometimes you just explode. You turn me blue for a month.
Huh. Done that before.
Turn me blue for a month.
Not you, but...
Oh.
Kaffa.
Right. Gotcha.
It was rather funny.
Yeah, I feel like one time he almost made me dumb for a while.
I've also done that.
I'm gonna take a step.
Kaffa, yeah.
Just a subtle
I
step
restored him. I
away
restored him.
from Indigo.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was.
No, he's there.
Yeah,
He's all
right.
together.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm willing to aid you all. However, you must understand there are ways, rules perhaps, a way of things in this realm. I am bound to certain actions. Those with power, such as my own, in order to aid or assist others, a transaction must occur in the Fae. I am forbidden from freely giving my boon. In addition, because of my strength, my patronage is not the correct word, but my guidance and your patronage must be a singularity.
I don't know what some of those words mean.
I will not request that you make this choice now, but should I aid you, two things must be agreed upon. One, you must first aid me. And two, you must choose how I aid you. I cannot tell you what I can do. All I can tell you is that I am unbound by mortal choice.
Do we? Will we know what aid you require before we agree to this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I have something in mind.
What aid would you require?
You all seem rather adept and well equipped. Am I correct?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There is there's been a thorn in my side for some time. I am forbidden from uprooting it, unfortunately. The Autumn Queen, she has let's call them a devout follower that is or has gone unchecked for a long while. I suspect it is because she finds it amusing. That's all well and good. I have not had a pleasant night of slumber in centuries. And I'm grown tired. I would like you to root out this pixie that haunts my every waking hour.
She haunts your waking hours or your sleeping hours?
That's the thing, I don't get sleeping hours.
Okay.
She's known as Flynn.
Flynn?
Flynn. Some call her the Tooth Fairy. She has a nasty habit of stealing teeth. And she tries to steal mine every night. Well, to turn a phrase, there is no night here. But every time I lay my head down, she tries to take one of my teeth. I am forbidden from striking against her.
Well, if that's the case, sounds as though we could maybe set a trap for her.
Does that forbiddance extend to us if she's trying to get your teeth? Like if you lay down, we're there and just go to town on her.
That is my hope.
Oh, cool. Sounds like we're on the same page.
Is that same forbiddance? Is that like a kind of a parallel relationship with the Autumn Queen? Like, could she fuck with Kefir if she wanted to?
I don't think she would want to. I would be surprised if she could.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, and so before we proceed with this, you need to know what aid we were asking of you. Is that right? Or is that something we can decide later?
You may decide when the task is done,
Let's see.
but you may only choose one.
Okay.
So you mean either you're gonna help close the portal or you're gonna help him with his
Or whatever else.
Memories?
We
I
can
can help you with whatever you would ask of me. But I can only help with just that.
Can I propose a hypothetical? It's not actually me saying what I'm saying that we want, but it's sort of like, would this work? Or I guess that, well, I suppose that, I don't know what the rules are exactly. My thought, and it's not me trying to, well, I'm trying to game the system a little bit here, but could we ask you to lead us to someone who could help us with both?
Can you wish for more wishes?
Yes, I guess that's effectively what I'm.
What if I just use the word and?
Yes. Can we use Boolean operators for this?
Conjunctions will not help.
Okay. Fair enough. So it sounds like that would not really fly with this.
You may certainly try.
I think I have my answer then. So,
Well, you know, if there's somebody that is more powerful than him that could help you with everything,
There
but it's a
are-
gamble.
There are creatures of this realm that supersede my ability.
yes. I imagine him leading us to someone more powerful wouldn't necessarily be in our
favor?
interest.
Can I just ask you, either this fanatic that we dispatched or Black Agatha, what are their any idea why they would even want to be kind of breaking their way into the material realm?
My theory, I've not thought about this for long, but Black Agatha, I would be very surprised if she has anything to do with this. She's a very calculated individual, but if she were to make a move, especially on a rift nearby my domain, of which you traverse through, that would be nigh impossible without interaction with me. And if it was, then she has broken a code that is older than herself.
So maybe we don't even need to close the rift. It's just, you know, kind of the whims of one kind of joyriding individual.
Well, that's sort of what we came here to do, though, right?
Well, that's not what I'm just chilling.
I do have a thought. It's sort of a sidebar. Not be putting anything into writing here. If we
Off the record exclusive.
Of course.
Yes. If we were able to restore my memories, I might know someone here who could help us with the other thing.
That's a big if.
I suppose that's true.
At the very least, if you got your memories back, you know the rules a little better.
Yes, I mean I might at least. It's just a thought, just a spitballing a little bit.
What do you think's the worst that could happen if this rift just stays open? I mean, like, you know, open borders and I don't know, getting to know your neighbor. I don't know.
Are you
I mean, I
just
spent
gonna
most of my
leave?
life isolated, but
Are you just gonna leave a rift open on your land?
It sounds like he maybe can't do anything about it unless someone pays him for it, sort of. Is that
There are
rules?
limits to my ability. Without maneuvering properly. Because of my solitude, I cannot harm anyone. Usually. But because of my power, I am limited by my reach.
that's
Though you sought me, I can act. But the limits of my power keep me from overreaching.
This is not a self-inflicted isolation, though. Aren't you saying that you're just kind of hiding out here to?
It is
You
and
know.
it isn't.
Sort of doing this to kind of protect others. Is that right?
That's what I heard him say.
Yes.
Mine sounds like something you could just end if you wanted to, or no.
It's not that simple. Things in the Fae really are.
Yes.
I'm new here, so.
Back to your point, what would happen if the rift just stayed open, hypothetically?
Well, I would theorize that any number of creatures might slip through.
Yeah.
Well, we do know at least 3 or 4 did.
But it wouldn't have like a. It's not. Is it going to get bigger or something? Is it going to get worse? You think?
Who can say? Anything could happen in the Fae.
It's true.
Well, either way, we have to take care of your little fairy.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah, I
let's
suppose
problem
we could sort of mull this over while we're fighting the Tooth Fairy.
Could we, look, rest a little bit before we take
Oh yes,
the ferry?
that's. I'm almost dead. So yes, let's please rest before we do anything.
Drink.
I'm not feeling good.
It's just like,
No, it's fine. It's a drink.
everyone loves your tattoo.
Oh, thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a type of yogurt. I'm basing it on like Dragon Ball Z naming philosophy.
Heard.
Yeah.
It's a type of yogurt.
Don't worry about it. No, not my
Don't worry
tattoo. Not
about
my
it.
tattoo. Don't worry about it. Continue.
I mean, you have a corn tattoo.
I do have a corn tattoo. Very true.
Everyone stop the podcast.
Stop the pod.
This is important.
Real.
It's all good.
Feeling like a freak on a leash.
Good job, man. Good job, man. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to
yes.
take a fucking nap or
Let's
something.
can we rest? Do you have somewhere we can sort of rest up for a little bit before we help you with the
Pixie.
Of course, please. Make yourself at home.
Oh, thank God. And I lay down on the floor.
Sure. You guys want to take a rest?
I guess
Sure.
it should be a long rest.
You want a long rest?
I want as long of a rest as we can take.
Yeah, I'm mostly out of spell slots too, so that works.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
You sit down, you take a long ass rest.
Nice.
Well done.
Ass
You can
rest.
mark a ass rest.
Thank God.
Very good.
How long is a long ass?
Wide ass rest.
Thick ass rest.
Thick ass rest.
Taking that thick rest.
I was out for a
Classic.
bit, now I'm right back in, I think.
Can I just, before I start my long rest, can I cast locate animals or plants and see if I can just kind of meditate on that blue fire fungus and see if it's within 5 miles?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your little mushroom buddy.
Yeah, you do so. And there are a few within 5 miles, but you get sort of discombobulated for a moment because once your reach extends to a certain distance, and you can't really internally measure it as you're used to in the realm of Petrichor. It's almost as if that's the same idea of distance from your home realm doesn't necessarily apply here. It's almost like it reaches out to a certain extent, and you sense that there are a handful around you. And then you just get to a point where you feel this weird nebulousness. It's a weird feeling, like every once in a while when you think about the concept of like infinity, and you sort of get a little queasy. You start to get that feeling where there's just nothing and yet everything at a certain point.
Okay.
Personally, I would simply stay combobulated, but you do you.
Can I just kind of clock the direction and distance of the ones that I can? If there's anything that's sort of within the calculable,
More
spatial...
or less. I mean, you get an idea of it. Yeah,
sure. Okay.
Very good.
Does Thonduil kind of hang out where we're hanging out, or does he like?
Yes, Thonduil does. He goes about meticulously placing a few different things in the sort of pile of foods and fruits and different things on the table itself.
Okay.
Alrighty. Is there anything else that you all would like to do during the long rest that you can do without interrupting yourself?
Could I read one of my books?
Certainly.
I have this fate. Well, I already talked. I already got a good amount of like Fey knowledge from Effia, I think. So
Yeah, you did.
I don't think I looked in I have the Lords of the Realms book. I forget if I looked in that to see if I had anything about the Five of Hells in here.
Go ahead and give me just a general investigation check on there. See if you can find anything.
7.
7. You spend a good amount of time reading through it. You don't seem to find anything about the Five of Hells. There's a handful of stuff about the different sort of rulers of the layers of hell, but none of them mention like Five of Hells or whatever.
I think I did.
We did talk about, I think, specifically the 5th layer of hell.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yes.
As we're sort of laying there, I'm just picturing it like a bunch of people at a sleepover.
100%. 100%.
Good night,
You all
Tomboy.
do notice
Let's play MASH.
the light in the sky. Here, it is sort of perpetually at like the brink of late evening dusk, and it never changes.
Nice. But as we're laying there, I kind of want to be like, you see, when we jump this pixie, we can collectively only ask one thing, and do you think it's like individual? I'm not sure we clarified that.
I think you can only help us with one thing
Like as a group.
for the task.
If we split up, can we get like smaller tasks and others?
Yeah.
I don't mean to cheat you out of this whole situation.
Oh, so
I'm
you're
just trying to.
Oh shit, that seems really rude.
Party drinks.
Party drinks.
Party drinks.
Hell yeah, thanks y'all. As you can see, I finished my first potion. I moved on to my second one.
While we're paused, kefir, perhaps?
Sure.
Kefir next time.
Instead of kefir.
Oh, it's pronounced kefir.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's a good thing to know. To not say.
It's fine. We'll play along. It's fine.
Yogurt, it's kefir.
Okay.
Every week I learn a new slur. Is this your intention?
I know, yeah, dude.
Is this your intention, internet?
Yeah, I know.
You're just
Wild.
making it worse.
Pretty sure it's a yogurt, but that's fine.
It's like a yogurt. It's like
Oh, that's
It's a yogurt.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just pronounced kefir.
Kefir.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
The yogurt is pronounced kefir.
I didn't know that.
That's totally fine.
I didn't know that.
And now you.
I
Anything
didn't
can
know
be-
you couldn't do that.
Anything can be a slur if you try hard
I'm
enough.
sorry, officer.
If you
I
wish
didn't
hard
know
enough.
I couldn't do that.
If you put fucking in front of almost any noun, it sounds like a slur.
Sounds awesome.
No, it just sounds really cool.
Or like
Yeah.
a
It's fucking Kit Kat.
I love
Yeah.
that, dude. I love Kit Kats.
Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's already some like, I don't know, migration between the two realms. As I was walking around, you know, there's mushrooms and different plants that are here and where we came from. So, you know, I don't know if it's unprecedented exactly for there to be travelers.
You're a druid, correct? Sort of someone who really likes nature. They're really good with nature.
Sure.
So you're arguing to keep the rift open, which would open the Feywild to a bunch of invasive species, which would probably wreak havoc on the ecosystem.
I'm not arguing for anything in particular. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just interested.
No, I'm saying
You
that's fine if we can use our wish to kill Stand instead of closing the rift.
That seems wildly short-sighted. He's just a guy.
Right, and it's just a rift.
Yeah, I mean, again.
Listen, I'm saying it should be the rift, but if it's not the rift,
Well, okay, so what do we know? We know that the rift was causing that little chunk of petrichor to become kind of infiltrated by the warmth and the magic of the Feywild. So, I mean, maybe over time, the Feywild would kind of invade sort of environmentally. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm just saying it's, you know, there's like...
I mean, I realize I'm a bit biased here, but you know, I mean, this is kind of my home. I wouldn't mind being able to return here sometimes. I realize it's potentially dangerous as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we could stabilize it somehow, so it would like, I don't know. Only
what if we just set up a toll booth and only let things through that we want to come through,
Put
right?
a wall.
Well, that's what they...
A wall. Build a wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's basically what they do in Naledian, right? You know, we showed up and they're like, telling me what to do, and I'm like, I don't like it, and they're like, fucking do it.
I don't.
That sucks.
At least some ways that we could get back would be
No,
nice.
I'm
I
not really sure I
suppose.
understand the comparison here.
Well, it's not to understand. It's simple.
I'm talking about like a literal wall.
You're talking
right?
about like.
You're talking about like a metaphorical wall.
Oh,
I meant literal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a gate, then people can't go through.
Some sort of like.
And shark-headed people can't come through.
I'm just saying.
What if we made a door?
So you're proposing we keep certain races out of the.
I'm saying we keep criminals out of with our wall. I hate everything right now.
You know what? I will say this in your defense, as awful as that sounds, it would be really funny to throw like criminals through into the Feywild. Just let them figure it out. It's like Exile, but worse.
I suppose we can. Yeah, I don't know.
All I'm saying is we don't know anything about this person that is into Black Agatha. We don't really even know what Black Agatha is about. And they opened this rift for some goddamn reason. That's always been here for some reason.
We don't know that she opened the rift. We just know that someone who really likes Black Agatha went through it.
Yeah.
Maybe they never even opened it to begin.
And they weren't really even doing anything over there except like refusing to be reasonable. So we had to kill them, of course. I mean, that is fine, but like...
I'm fine with murder.
Yeah. Also, they had...
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why they built all those walls around you, Kill.
There ain't no walls around me. Just ocean. Just ocean.
A wall of water.
Alright, fine. So, we get Indigo's memories back then.
I mean, again, I'm a bit biased. That's certainly the one thing that I have most personal interest in. I think it might also help us deal with the rift as well.
It's certainly not a bad idea, because presumably, like you said, you live here, you might know some people. Or at the very least, like, I presume everyone here is like sort of a subject of a Fey Lord, a Fey King or whatever, right?
I mean, just knowing myself, knowing how sort of, I get around a lot. I talk to a lot of people. I'm sure I have some contacts
Very
here.
social butterfly.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't think that's a bad idea, because we don't know if he's even capable of closing a rift.
It's true.
So,
It sounded like it was, but
It's very possible that he is.
Yeah, I guess just I don't know.
If for some reason we decide not to do either of those two things, I just want Plan C.
Also, I'm gonna be real with you. So far, my experience in Naledi hasn't been too like I'm not necessarily all that worried about it turning into something else.
Well, maybe not Naledi, but like we're in like two separate worlds, right?
Sure.
Two separate lands, two separate planes. Thank you. If it leaks out into Naledi, it'll probably leak out into other places too. I mean,
Sure.
back in the Maritimes where you're from.
Yeah, it'd probably take a while.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And in the meantime, all those people can get fucked.
Do turtles live long?
Not very.
All right, I guess it probably won't be a problem then. Fuck
Yeah.
the planet, right?
There is, I mean,
Have you looked at this place? Honestly,
deep.
have you looked at this place? Like, have you listened to this place?
Listen, I've been here for like, what has it been? 2 hours, 4 hours, something like that. And we've already been attacked by a huge ass dragon guy.
Yeah, but he's just having a good time.
He was. My elbow didn't bend this way before, and I just like. I've had some pretty bad experiences in the 4 or 5 hours I've been here, right?
I'm sure it's not all like this. I'm sure there's. Yes.
Yeah.
Um.
All I'm saying is, to me, this place is pretty all right.
I just want to go back. I just need to go back.
I just think the Feywild should stay the
I don't
Fey.
care how.
Is something the matter?
I just need to go back.
Oh, you mean this new person we don't know anything about, or what any of their goals are, or what they're trying to do?
Is there?
Hey, Rando, you don't want to stay in the Feywild? That's fucking weird.
Amazing.
I mean, I get it. We haven't. It hasn't been the best experience so far.
No, it's quite nice.
Yes.
It's not terrible.
And I'd be curious to see other parts of it. Maybe with like.
Actually,
lives.
now that I think about it, did you specifically seek us out because of this? I'm sort of losing track.
Didn't you say you you were looking for us or something?
Yes. Well.
We got 8 hours. Take your time.
To tell the truth, I heard about you, Indigo.
Oh.
And your sort of problem that you have. I don't mean to call it a problem. That's not what I mean to say.
It can be a problem
But-
sometimes, believe me, I know.
Well, he's got ointment for it, doesn't he?
What?
Oh, we're talking about two different things. I'm so sorry. This is. Never mind.
What have you heard?
What?
So, okay, you heard about my sort of
Yes,
situation.
I just was thinking maybe I could help in some way.
Really?
And maybe you guys could help me.
I mean, sure. What, do you have something in mind?
No.
Oh.
I'll look in my book.
Okay, well, if you,
I would like to see if I think that she really doesn't know what she's hoping we can help her with.
Okay, make an ascension.
She's like, ooh, what'd you roll? Bad! I rolled
I roll something?
a 12.
Roll something, decide what you want the modifier to be, and then let me know the answer.
I'd like my modifier to be 100.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, Hannah?
Plus 5 million. That's what I want.
Choose the skill you'd wish to use.
Are you rolling persuasion, deception?
Don't tell me.
Intimidation.
Let me look at my skills first of all. Just.
You don't need to check those. Just pick what are you trying to do.
I do. I'm not going to pick based on that, but I do need to know.
I would like to use my athletics.
Actually, roll. I'd like to do a backflip, please. Acrobatics.
Can I do it then?
You certainly can.
So I rolled a 6.
And what'd you roll?
12.
12. You get a sense that this situation is very complicated. You can't discern exactly what she does or doesn't know or something, or would hope for, but you definitely very quickly come to the conclusion that it is. You very quickly come to the conclusion that it is way more complicated than just like, yeah, I heard about you. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely being like totally straightforward.
Like totally.
Like,
Yeah.
like for real though. Like, but like.
Open book, brother.
Well, hopefully we can touch base on this again. I would love to.
Oh fuck! Damn drinks!
will-
God damn it, you guys!
Probably circle back once
Yes.
we get back to Naledian and Petrichor.
Yes.
That's probably a good idea.
Right.
Right. Well,
So we're getting your memory. Is that what we
I'm-
landed on?
I mean, I'm certainly good with that if everyone else is.
Yeah, that's fine. I do nothing for now.
Word.
Everybody's too close.
Sure.
Ooh.
Close.
You've got hours left. Do you want to
Yeah.
move?
You want to take a brief stroll into the other room?
Goes in the corner and curls up like a little puppy in the corner.
Need my alone time.
When you
Alrighty.
sleep, do you like? I don't know how to
Get into the show.
Sorry.
I just missed your ears. Those are cool. Those are
The rupees.
Oh, the rupees. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I do eventually sleep, I do withdraw into my shell.
Well, it's his favorite thing to do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and my regular deal is that I do like flop on my back, which would be impossible for the average. Like, it'd be a very precarious position for the average turtle, but I'm just so jacked
So true.
that I do I should do like a
Tips up.
Yeah, you
kip
do
up
like
or whatever.
the,
Exactly.
the kick up.
Exactly, and I do my calisthenics every morning. Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, I guess as we're just like lounging around, I'll just at some point I'll go up to Tuiza
Yeah. Oh god.
and
I'm like asleep at this point.
yeah,
Sure.
Say that for you.
She's visibly shaken.
yeah. I was like, yeah, you okay? Yeah. And I kind of like sit down real close, and I'm just like, I like you. You're weird, and I mean that in a good way. And you like helped me, get these bits and bobs from those guys. But like you don't really know me at all, and I'm like, I like everybody to be able to do and kind of just be whoever they want to be, But one thing that I don't particularly like is being lied to. So I just want you to know that, like, if you want to tell me what you're doing here, you'll be more than welcome. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Can I just say, Gil has a way of being completely earnest and straightforward in a way that is deeply intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Certainly. Completely agree.
Just turn the other way.
Sure. All right. So eventually, you do succeed at taking a long rest. You can Success. You all regain all your hit points. Everything resets.
Finally,
Wonderful.
success.
Everybody shits their pants.
Thunderwheel.
you also your pants.
Can I roll for some? Can I experiment a little bit
certainly
in
can.
an elixir fashion?
Absolutely. Please do.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll say it again. Oh.
I gotta look up what this means.
Sure. No worries.
Thanks, Tim.
Thunderwheel, at this point, has sort of taken 8 hours to rearrange the this giant smorgasbord on this round table in the center of this open room in the middle of this hedge maze, and sort of finally dusts his hands off, and he turns to you all, and he says, "Well, one moment," and he grabs his mask and he puts it back on. Everything should be all right. So, have you made your decision? You don't necessarily need to decide what I can do for you, but will you aid me?
Yes, I think we can certainly do that.
Can I just ask one question?
All right.
Did this pixie ever tell you like why she wants her teeth? She's just fucking with you, or?
Well, she takes others as well.
Yeah.
I think she just sort of likes it for a sick thrill.
Oh.
As far as I can tell.
Just real creep, huh?
There are not many valid and deep reasonings behind the things that certain Fae do here. It's sort of just what they do.
I mean, I get it. Teeth are interesting. You know, get
Just-
several different creatures.
Sure. I
Prefer they stay within my own
don't want to
mouth.
kink shame anyone. Like,
They've got a lot of uses.
Just like respect your consent is like the important thing.
Exactly.
Just
And
ask
so
for
I'd
your teeth
like you to
first.
kill her.
Well,
Right.
absolutely.
Oh, okay. I suppose that's.
What did you think he was talking about?
No, I mean, I'm just sort of. I'm thinking yes. Okay.
Listen, I personally,
Is there no reasoning with her? You think?
I am so on board for killing someone who does not respect the consent to keep teeth within your mouth. So, to be honest, I have no desire to reason with her.
Well, I think. I mean, I
I've got a reason right
I suppose
here.
I assume you would have tried that by now, right? It's like,
Thank you.
Yes, it has been centuries.
yes. Oh, fair enough.
I mean, we can
She's clearly very committed to this, and yes, I think.
Do you still have all your teeth?
And they're all there?
Damn, alright.
I mean, we can have a conversation, you know?
Yeah, I think it's worth
You
it.
never
Say,
know.
like, hey,
You never know.
don't do that, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
If you'd like, I do not know if she is capable of communication.
Oh.
Sort of a feral creature.
Oh. So now
okay.
I see.
Would
I
you?
see.
Interesting.
Do you know if she speaks a language?
I have no idea. She doesn't listen to me.
Well,
You know what every single creature respects? Is the language of getting stabbed in the stomach.
That's true.
now see, I always say you can accomplish a lot with some honesty and open communication. Right.
Some tactical
Know what I mean?
application of bladed devices.
Yeah.
Can I ask? Do you speak Sylvan?
And he responds back to you in Sylvan.
I see.
Do
So
you do you understand Sylvan?
I do.
Yeah, he says. Yes, I do.
Just checking. I assume you've tried that then.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, I have.
Great. Well, yeah, I'd say we.
We can try to talk, or
Yeah,
we
let's try
can
talking
jump
to
her.
If she's been doing this for
get the
hundreds of
upper
years,
hand.
then. Sorry. Oh, you think we should just go for
I
it?
will warn you when you seek her out. If your first inclination is to try to speak with her, just be well equipped and well prepared.
I have a net.
Prepared
I feel like I had a
For,
net at
for
some
what?
point.
For her to try to take your teeth, probably.
And
Oh.
for aggression,
Yeah.
Okay. You
What
think she'll
kind-
just attack us?
it's
Of
well,
aggression. Like, she got claws, or?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. She's never afflicted me with anything, but
How does she try to extract the tooth? She just rips it out with her bare hands, or?
yes, she's rather small.
Right. Well, maybe this doesn't sound like someone we were like we're going to get very far with. Maybe we better set like an ambush. I suppose we're gonna. I mean, she's not going to come if we're all standing around you anyway, and then we just come out and I think we probably have to hide, right? And then just sort of.
Or, who's got the best teeth?
The best teeth?
Yeah,
Why
who's got
look
them?
at me?
I don't know.
I was on a pirate ship for years. I don't.
Yeah, yours are all rotted out.
They're sort of all over.
All right, let's see him.
I don't know. Are you talking
You
about?
got, hey, you got something to hide? Is that what you're saying?
It's. We don't have to,
I don't want to
no one has
offer
to show
up my
you. You have to show you
teeth.
their teeth. That's fine.
If I may,
Yes.
my cycle of rest is not what it used to be, if that makes any sense. I would encourage you to seek her out,
Oh.
lest you'd like to wait here for another decade or so.
Oh, I see.
Where can we find her?
Well, I believe
Cave of teeth.
I've heard
Cave of teeth.
It's because she keeps the teeth there. It's
Yeah,
not made of
yeah.
teeth.
It's just a big pile of teeth that she's dug a hole
I don't
in.
know.
Yeah.
That's why she
There
wants
was a
it.
cave of teeth in
She needs them for her home,
The cave made
guys.
of teeth is tooth cave.
Do you think she has like a plaque on her wall
God damn it, that's
that
so
says
solid.
like
Fuck yeah,
best
man.
best tooth fairy?
Best too.
It's like a dentist office.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like it's a plaque on her wall. I think.
Plaque is in like.
Do you want to
tooth
say it
plaque.
one more time?
Matt, I think there might be.
I think there's like a plaque on the
Can you spell plaque?
PLA.
Use it in a
Kiwi.
sentence.
As far as the story goes, I believe he resides within the Twilight Forest,
That sounds dope.
on the precipice between here and the Everdark. I would warn you, should you traverse into the Everdark, you must understand that you've entered into the Mudwallow's domain. While Black Agatha is... While she keeps to herself, intruders are not necessarily treated with the hospitality that you might hope to find.
Just as a point of clarification, is the Mudwallow, is that Agatha's kind of nickname, or is that like her
That is the
people?
name of Agatha's.
Okay,
Yes.
I was just making sure that there's not going to be a whole gang of Mudwallows waiting for us.
No.
Okay.
You
Well, I've
said
never been there, so I couldn't speak of that, but as far as I know, no.
you said that some called her a witch.
Yes, the stories say that she is one of the first practitioners of that particular type of arcane manipulation. It's known as Wicca.
I assume she's Faye.
Yes.
Right?
How? Well, that's a dumb.
Come on, let's go.
Yes, that's
There's no
I,
questions. Don't worry about it.
Do you know how old she is?
No, older than myself. Old. She is a creature of Genesis, as far as I recall. The stories go that when the great artist painted our realm, she was one of the first of his creations.
Oh wow.
sounds very interesting.
That's not a dumb question, but it is suspicious. Do you know something of this Black Agatha?
No,
Or have some sort
I-
of suspicion?
No, I don't. I'm just curious.
I get like I lean across to Isa, and I'm just like, she's the curious tat, you know?
So we should play poker sometime.
She's
I
just so fascinating.
I'll just scoot. Just duck out of there.
I know that Teresa's up to something, but I feel so bad for her right now. Okay.
All right.
Well, can you well, yes. Let's go to the Twilight Forest. You said?
Yes, before we commence, I'm afraid there is a bit of further, how do I put this, protocol that I must follow. So, do we have an agreement?
Well, go ahead. You're the captain.
I'll shake his hand.
You feel a tether bind between the two of you as soon as you grab his palm. And this tether, as he lets go, persists. You feel this innate connection between the two of you. You also feel innately that should the tether be severed, so too would your life. You innately feel
Really happy I
that
didn't
once
take
this
that
covenant
hand.
should this covenant be broken or denied in some way,
Okay. Is this like a physical thing connecting us, or is it just
it
like
feels physical. You don't see anything.
I'll kind of like delicately see if I can like touch it.
You pass your finger in that sort of space that you feel
Just
almost
when
like
you
a
do
little.
this, and you can, you know what I'm talking about?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. There's nothing there, nothing
Okay.
impedes you, but this feels like you
It's more of a like
can't put your finger on it. But yes.
metaphorical kind of like.
Yes, but it's very physical though.
Okay.
You can feel it's
But
like
not gonna
in
be,
the
like,
center of your
cut it by.
No.
Okay.
In the center of your torso, it's like there's a
do it.
string that connects the both of you.
There's like a thread.
And he says,
Wonderful. If you'd like, I can bring you there.
If we are of the understanding that's not the boon we're asking for, then I'm gonna insight. He's trying to trick us.
Go for it.
I'm sorry, what did he say?
He said, "If you like, I can bring you there."
Oh,
Oh, ooh, that
16.
feels.
16.
That feels shady.
I mean, his disposition has not changed. This entire time that you've interacted with him, he's seemed sincere and
Right.
forward. So you don't necessarily. He doesn't give you. There are no tells. His disposition, like I said, hasn't changed, and he's not giving anything away.
Right. If you like, you may bring us there, with the understanding that this is not the boon we're asking for.
I would bring you there. Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry for all the. You did just
legalese.
You were just a dragon and tried to kill us a little bit, so I just wanted to sort of just make sure we're all kind of on the up and up here.
You are a clever creature.
I know. Thank you.
Do well to hold that as we move along. You will need all of your guile. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Follow me.
And he begins to make his way through the maze. We're gonna take a short break there, actually. I know it's usually earlier than usual, but I have a feeling that the next few things that are going to happen are going to be a bit of combat, maybe, or some longer... Maybe. Or some longer situations. So I do want to take a break right now so that we're not interrupted later.
I'll show your mom a long situation.
You'll never know my situation.
The tooth fairy.
So stick around. We're going to be back in about 10 or so minutes. Thank you guys who have showed up from the previous raid. I hope you're having a good time. Things are about to get very interesting. So we're going to be right back. We're going to take a little bit of a bathroom snack break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
That's right.
Okay?
That's where all the best snacks are.
That's where all the best snacks are. Go to the bathroom, eat a urinal cake. All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
God damn. Okay. Oh shit, we're back. Fuck. Didn't expect that. I love that. Thank you. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience. However, we're jumping back into it. Oh yeah, fucking turn that shit up, baby. Turn it up.
I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Fuck, man. Shouts out to Chris Jericho. Dynamite's gonna be on in 20 minutes, dude.
Huge fan of the show.
Yo, if Chris Jericho watched this show, I'd piss my pants.
Yeah, why didn't we tag him on Twitter?
Oh, we should have
Again,
tagged
you
him.
can piss them again.
Yeah, I'll piss
Can we
my
tag
pants
our-
for Chris
can we
Jericho
tag our
anytime
I
he
would be
wants.
so excited, I'd piss her pants.
That's right. I'd piss your pants too, Hannah.
Can we go back and tag him in our wizard video?
Oh, we should. Yeah. Our wizard video, we should tag him.
Yeah, for sure.
God bless that man.
I bet he fucking hates it. I bet people like try to talk to him on social media all the time.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
What is it? Dynamite sucks.
Fuck you, Eric, you dumb bitch. Hey, what?
Shut the fuck up.
Damn.
That's my best friend.
Hey! You'll be hearing about this. All right. Dynamite's cool, and it's on in 20 minutes, so fuck you. Anyway, so Raw was very cool this past Monday, though, I will say. Fuck Vince McMahon. All right. You guys want to play D&D?
Some sort of propaganda, like.
There's a big thing with pro wrestling. I can't get into it now, but if you're interested, I can totally mansplain it to you as often as
That's
you'd
our
like.
brand. That's our brand.
That's right, baby.
Pro wrestling.
Woo!
We're just gonna copy it in the third arc.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have no idea what's coming to you. There's going to be a lot of Macho Man Randy Savage impressions in the third arc.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You came to the Tooth Fairy's domain.
Actually, I love it.
That's so good.
The cream always rises to the top. Elizabeth.
Okay, sorry. That is a deep cut. I think that you're
100%.
This is it from wrestling?
That's wrestling,
that's his
baby.
wife.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. So good. Oh man. Okay, we gotta focus. We gotta focus.
Oh, Miss Elizabeth, that teased hair, baby.
Oh, she was so gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Helping.
I gotta go to the bathroom. No, anyway, so okay, so
Nobody look at me.
nobody look at me in the eyes.
Kiss your pants.
I peed. So, Thunduil is in the process of leading you through his hedge maze domain. As you maneuver through this domain, you sort of clock subconsciously, and then it comes to the forefront of your mind that in the few directions that you're moving, at least in the general direction, as far as you can tell, you're getting closer to one of these sort of, we'll call them nodes, that you've sensed
Yeah.
of this bluish version of the fungus that you were familiar with. And eventually you sort of get to a point where maybe about 20 or so minutes in following him around, which everyone else, this seems very nebulous to you. It almost feels like you're just walking in a circle. It's very discombobulating, but he seems very sure of where he's going. Eventually you do see in the distance, as you're sort of looking out for it, a very small blue glow. A little further away off to the left as you're approaching it, sort of just on the precipice between the hedge wall and the earth.
Okay. Hey, can we just take a beat for a second?
Sure. We're almost there.
Yeah, just a minute, and I'll go see if I can take a good look.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
That is a 16.
16. So as you begin to sort of kneel down at this little bit of flora, as you're looking through it, it is what you have sensed before. And as you sort of begin to uproot it and sort of harvest it from its little, we'll call it a domain, Thunderwheel sort of kneels behind you and says, "Ah, you're interested in the flora of the Fae, yes?
I am.
Are you familiar with this specimen?"
Only slightly. When I first got here, I had a brief conversation with the wood, and asked if any of its inhabitants might like to join me on my little journey here, and they suggested that this little guy might.
I'd not thought of this before. Seems as though the Fae has a funny way of working for those who it favors. This is known as a dazeberry.
Dazeberry.
Specifically a white dazeberry. I know that might seem odd considering it gives off a bluish hue, but when it is, let's say, activated, it becomes stark white.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
Eric did redeem an NPC.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta read it. Nightbot timing you out, you dumb fuck. Oh my god. Hold on, okay, one sec.
I love this reaction.
That's what he said.
I think I should start.
That's okay, no worries.
it's definitely just a pro wrestler.
It's just Chris Jericho wizard.
We're all gonna get dunked on by the Tooth Fairy.
Just a
And their
buff
buff
evocation
friend.
wizard.
He just typed it
Okay, yes, hold on. I just have to. Oh, he just typed it in?
in. Yeah.
Oh my god, okay, for sure. Give me one sec. Jesus Christ! Yep, for sure. You want to tell us what his class is, buddy?
What even is he?
Unsurprisingly, sorcerer.
He's a wizard.
Go to school.
I'll throw a fireball in your face, cause I'm a wizard. As he's typing that, Thunderwheel goes on to explain
The dazeberry.
and I'll just read this to you.
Yeah, perfect.
As Thunderwheel. He begins to explain the just everything about it.
Yeah.
Broad, waxy green leaves on a low bush, sporting clusters of dull blue berries. When someone eats a dazeberry, they must succeed on a DC 14
They must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, or be paralyzed for 1 minute. If they have eaten a large amount of them, they make the saving throw with disadvantage. White dazeberries are often mistaken for other types of fruit due to the illusionary magic they exude. Creatures who look upon the berries see whatever type of berry is the most palatable to them.
Oh, interesting.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Tony's just letting you decide.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course, buddy. Yeah, I got you. I know exactly what it is.
So he explains that they don't have any sort of, high potential like the fire fungus does, but this is their deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this little friend will have a home with me.
Wonderful. If you would be so inclined. I hadn't thought about this, but there are a handful of others throughout the maze you could collect. Perhaps use them on the Tooth Fairy.
All right. Well,
I don't know. It's just an idea.
I sensed quite a few in the area.
They are, what's the word? Native to my domain.
Is the Tooth Fairy likely to fall for such a...
I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, were we right next to them? I thought
are we
they
not
kinda
there?
went off on their own.
Oh, you're there. I mean,
Yeah, I
they're
think
just
you're
like
there.
5 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a possibility.
I would have been interested.
Sure.
Yeah, well, then with that in mind, why don't I take a minute and try to collect the remainder that's in the area?
All right. You take some time and you begin to maneuver around the maze with the help of Thunderwheel guiding you so you don't get too confused. As you begin to move, you do collect the first sort of 2 additional clusters as you're moving through. They're not too far away. However, as you're moving through, at some point you begin to hear a voice from a little ways away. It sounds like they're on the other side of one of the hedge walls. And Thunderwheel just sort of... That's odd.
This isn't somebody you know?
Well, I didn't expect to have more than you all visiting. Well, really, I didn't expect anybody visiting to me this moment. Could be another wayward creature. In that case, I would ask you to deal with it, if that's all right. I'm a little spent at the moment conserving my power for our arrangement. But and you sort of suddenly hear a as the wall of the hedge maze just erupts open as this fully bare-chested, absolutely jacked to the gills human-looking person with this dark hair that is just sort of wild and frizzy that falls down to his shoulders, with this huge black beard and these wild spectacles that just sort of sit right at his nose, like in this ridiculous multicolored situation with these like ridiculous like multicolored like legged skin tight pants on, like they're like these like tights that are just suction cupped to his massive thighs, and he just pops in and he oh, I've been walking through this maze for far too long. Yeah, Redman the Savage wants to have a competition. And you all look like the kind of suckers, the jabronis, yeah, dig it? That could give me the type of fight, ooh, yeah, that I've been looking for. You dig it? And he just sort of stands there, and Thunderwheel just sort of folds his fingers. I am greatly intrigued.
So am I.
Yeah, brother, are you ready to get down? Dig it? And he just sort of crosses his hands a little bit and just sort of stares at you through his multicolored spectacles. I hope you're happy, Eric. Fuck you.
Well, I challenge you to an eating contest.
Ooh, make a persuasion check.
Oh.
2.
2. Redman only eats raw steaks. Do you have a cow? Dig it.
I hold up the Daysberry and I show it to him, and I try to watch him to see if in Randman's
Does it look like
from Randman's perspective,
raw meat?
is a raw steak
A berry
the
chicken?
juiciest berry?
Make an insight check.
That's 2 natural 2s in a row. That one's a 10 total.
Sure.
Yeah.
He just sort of stares at it, and you see him just slowly take off his glasses. And he's got one eyebrow raised.
Yeah.
If you ever ask me to eat a fruit and or a vegetable, ever again, Ranman's gonna ran his hand through your candy ass. You dig it?
Hey, you know what though?
Hello.
Of course.
There's a juicy piece of meat right here. You know what I mean?
Ranman will take you all on. Cause there can only be one champion of the Fae, and that's the Savage. I've walked from the Everdark through the Twilight Forest down here to face the Two-Faced King, cause Ranman's the Macho King. Dig it?
And he just sort of starts flexing as hard as he can. This voice is so difficult.
He flexes himself out of the room.
I'm not.
So anyway, we're gonna go fight that pixie.
I mean, I kind of want to see where this plays out, to be honest. A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Are we fighting this guy?
Oh, I didn't say about fighting.
Well, no, it's competition, right? How about this? Any competition?
The way I do it, it's always a competition.
If you're ready to go toe to toe with the Savage, step up or get stepped on.
Can we do both?
Yeah, fuck it, alright. And I'm just gonna like step forward to what he does.
Make a. Oh, you're just gonna step forward?
Yeah, that's
All right. He lunges forward with like a speed that you're not expecting, and
Covered a
just
lot of things
shoots
about
for a
myself
double
today.
leg. This is gonna be a grapple check. So
Okay.
athletics or acrobatics for you.
Oh,
Congratulations.
acrobatics for sure.
Go for it.
You have volunteered a sacrifice.
Apparently.
Kaz has been training by being grappled by Kill all these weeks. Yeah.
26, baby.
26. He lunges and he grabs around your lead leg, wraps around your thigh, and as you sort of step back instinctively, you slip with a speed that he wasn't ready for. But his technique is too great for even your dexterousness. Wow. He rolled very high. He slips his other leg behind your back leg, and he meets your heel at yours. And as you take the step backwards, you clip against his heel as he's sort of in this very weird, like, koala-like position as he just sort of trips you and brings you down and slams you onto your back. And he floats over to the top of you and just presses his chest on top of yours. He hooks your left leg and then grabs his hand, slipping his right arm through the back of your neck, and just grabs you and holds you in a cradle. And he goes, "Someone give me a count!" And he's just like waiting for someone as he holds you in a grapple.
1.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Before the end of this countdown, I'm gonna slip a dagger out and just
Stab him. let's all roll initiative.
If the count goes longer than 6 seconds, then you for sure can do that.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it. Make a fuck. Yeah. This is hilarious.
Something about that sound. Cannot.
Oh well, can I beat a natural 20? Nope.
When you have advantage, but rolling that 20 on the first one. So sad.
Oh, that must suck.
Yeah.
But it's so terrible. I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad for you.
We roll.
Do you like turtles?
Give me 1 second.
I know you think you have me grappled, but I did call timeout before you actually did it.
Oh, of course.
So you have to go back to what you were when I called timeout.
Alright, call time out, okay.
I'm not just gonna let you.
That wasn't fair.
Did I use my potion? That could be fun.
I was gonna call timeout, but I slipped.
What potion did you make?
Ooh, would
Wouldn't I
you
like
like
to
to
know?
know?
Lie to him about it.
I'm such a good liar.
Yeah, lie to me. Lie to me. Let's see what happens.
Tell me you made a potion of lying.
It's a potion of lying.
when you make it, you lie.
Oh,
You
this
just have to
is
lie
my
about
potion of
everything.
gullibility.
Really? What's it do? That's incredible.
Try it. I think it's working.
Give me 1 second. I just have to
I don't
pick the
feel
right.
more gullible. Oh, you are.
This one's just really honey-y.
There it is.
So yeah, I think it did settle then.
That's okay. I like the honey.
Well, yeah, honey's great.
Fuck, it's just
My
it's a nice smell.
my dad's friend sponsored like a bee colony, and now yeah, basically like there was a bee colony on their property, and they were gonna like, well, not on their property, on someone's property, and they were gonna basically like destroy them, and so they like 10 or 12 people or whatever pitched in to like basically sponsor the bee colony. So now they just live with a beekeeper and they get honey.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want
Indigo, what'd you get for your initiative?
4.
Amazing. Wow. Kill.
So I have 22.
22. Kaz.
15.
Louisa.
14.
Bow, wow, wow, wow. Bow, wow,
I
wow, wow.
want to keep.
Party drinks.
Party drinks.
I want my own bees. They're so
Yeah.
cute.
It's I'm not actually like that big of a honey person, but this honey is really, really good. It's like thinner than I'm used to too. Like when you take the jar at room temperature, it actually like, you know.
Kaz, go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay.
Get 'em.
I gotta remember I'm doing it with my dagger, so I'm gonna be slightly different.
Your
than I'm
dagger,
used
yes.
Stab 'em. Stab 'em.
to. That's an 11.
11. You go to stab him, and he's got you in such like a tight cradle that when you go to stab, he just sort of shifts his hip to the side and slams like his very muscular right ass cheek directly into your face. And like you go up to stab, and as he slams his ass into your face, you just sort of and like it disorients you to the point where unfortunately you're not able to make contact with your blade. Kill, you're at the top of the initiative.
I'm at the top of the initiative. I'm going to go up to Randman and try to grapple him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Reverse grapple.
By the transitive property, he is then also grappling me.
That's a 16.
16. You
Like
rush
the
up
little old lady
and you go to like
followed
tackle against him, and you like doof, 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 and the weight of your footfalls, you see him sort of turn over his shoulder. He stands up with Kaz like in his arms, still in a cradle, and he just lowers his right shoulder and just slams into you, meeting you halfway. And he, even without his arms, just shoving his shoulder into just like the middle of your chest. You grab onto his shoulders, but he slams himself so hard that you just are unable to like, you just like the wind, the wind almost is knocked out of you just for a moment, and you just sort of, and you're like, it just stuns you for a second.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm
fuck.
like, damn.
He rolled a 27.
Hell yeah. Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, that's your action.
Yep. I
I rolled
will.
the same amount that I rolled for you.
I will bonus action
I rolled a
erection.
19.
I'm just like, oh yeah. Yeah, that'll just be my turn.
Alrighty. It is Randman's turn.
No.
Randman looks down at you, Kaz, and he goes, I got you for 3 minutes. And then he just lifts you up and just turns you around, so he grabs your waist and your legs are pointing upwards, your head is in between his legs. And you all see him leap up like 5 feet into the air, drop his knees, wrap his legs around Kaz's shoulders, and pile drive him straight down into the ground.
I'm so hyped, I feel like I'm 13 again.
Hell yeah.
That's a broken neck.
So this is gonna be, he's gonna do this recklessly, so he's gonna get advantage on this attack. I don't think, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, yep, doesn't matter. That is gonna be a 26 to hit. Yep, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I don't have 2 weapons out, so that does hit.
Of course.
My AC is a little bit lower now.
Because he is grappling you, this is gonna do more damage than usual.
Sure.
How do you feel right now?
I don't know.
Tony gifted Kaz friends, which gives you advantage on persuade.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wait, did I have that before the attack? Shit!
And he also said
Wait.
he has to cut a WWE style promo back.
Solid. You gotta hit me with the promo. You gotta hit me with the promo,
What's that
dude.
mean?
They couldn't figure it out, dude.
Basically what he just
Hit me
did.
with a promo. Pro.
Nope.
Just put a microphone in his face.
Oh.
You suffer.
Right, yeah, see, he had me in the first round, right? But
Yeah, keep going.
oh, I knew I had him as soon as he landed. I knew I was gonna burn his fucking ass. You just wait.
This is a
Coming up after
retrospective.
this commercial break.
It's the retrospective promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
already.
like that.
Spoilers.
Yes.
We win.
That's fine. Yeah, of course. You suffer 22 points of bludgeoning
No,
damage.
now the pressure's on.
You are knocked prone.
Holy shit.
Do me a favor.
That's a lot.
Fuck right
Roll
off.
me a dexterity check.
Me? Who's dexterity check?
Yeah.
Just a check?
Just a check. Well, saving throw. Sorry.
Oh, 20.
Cool. Okay, so that does pass, but it still does take
You're gonna Hellish Rebuke?
10 points after having it. 10 points of fire damage.
As he slams your head into the dirt, fire erupts out of you
Out of
and
your
engulfs you. What's that?
Out of your anus, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
Aims
Just
right at his
absolutely
face.
shits flame right into his face.
Cat just goes, I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
I'm a fucking wizard.
I love it.
As I'm like,
So good. Yeah.
I'm a fucking wizard.
And all you hear is, ooh. It's just seared. His fucking beard and hair.
Smell burnt hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Eric. I'll give you a fuck you. Oh my god, he's hilarious. Okay. 10 points, we said.
Yep. And I already had it, so.
Gotcha.
I rolled.
Alrighty. It is your turn, my friend.
Rock.
You are prone and still grappled.
So I can't
Can't
get
get
up.
up.
or anything. Fuck it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull and just go again with the dagger, I think.
Okay.
That was loud.
You have disadvantage on this
Try
attack
again.
because you are prone.
Well, one of them's a nat 2, so that's not gonna do it.
All right. Again, you because you're just like in his world.
Yeah.
It is very difficult for you to get any sort of leverage, and even when you think you do, as you move, he just sort of shifts his knee just to one spot, and again, it keeps you from getting anywhere with any sort of strike while you're on the ground.
That's fine, because I do use my bonus action to hit him with gold toe shit.
You try it.
So it was like, got you with the feint, haha. And I-
This is disadvantage as well.
Yep, that's cool. I rolled a 4 for a total of 11.
Yeah, he just sort of is like. He's just like at this point he's like tickling you.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh, yeah.
Did he release him or is he still grappled?
No, he's still grappling.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been rolling with disadvantage, otherwise I would've hit.
Yeah.
As as he like blocks the shit, I'm like, well, you know what? You could have just let me go, and we could do this more mano a mano. I didn't know you were gonna attack me, so it really wasn't fair starting point for the competition. As I'm just like on the ground.
Is that a persuasion check?
I feel like maybe that could be kind of persuasion.
He said you have to cut a promo. That wasn't a promo.
I don't know what a promo.
Oh,
give me a guideline.
That sucks.
Oh, wait. Okay, fine.
Come on.
Come on down to the Feywild and watch the rumble in the jungle. where the Rand Man, I guess I'm being the Rand Man, is gonna squash that little tiefling twink.
You may roll persuasion.
I am.
Get them dice going.
So I had a 14. Fuck, what is my actual persuasion? I don't use it a whole lot.
That means it's
Plus
good,
3,
right?
17.
17? Yeah. He sort of looks at you as he's sort of sitting on top of you, and he goes, "You want to go one-on-one with the Rand Man?"
Well, just from a more... Yeah, I feel like I should be in pain. I should have been doing this more. From a more fair sort of situation. I didn't know we were doing this. Kind of caught me off guard.
He sort of turns. He looks at you, Kill, and he says, "We can do a handicap match, and it wouldn't make a difference."
Well, then prove it, right?
I know what you're doing, and I like it. And he stands up, dusts himself off. He holds his arm out.
Oh, can I take it?
Yeah, sure. He helps you up.
Fine.
He sort of pats you on the shoulder.
Then he just gives you a wicked clothesline.
Oh, I know.
He turns
I almost
and he
didn't
goes,
do it.
"You just bring it." He just stands there, just doing this.
Just stands there. All right. Well, I can't turn him down, so I'll just try to tackle him. I'll try to spear him.
You want to grapple or just like a full-on just tackle attack?
Yeah, I'll try to grapple him.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Grapple contest.
That was wild.
I went on a journey.
17.
That's work on the ramp, man.
I know.
24.
Okay.
You go to grapple him, and as you shoot for the double leg, you get around his waist.
Yeah.
And you move him like an inch.
Yeah.
And he reaches down, and he grabs your waist as you're...
Am I about to get power bombed?
And he begins to lift his hips. It is not his turn yet.
Yeah.
Louisa.
If he power bombs the 450-pound kill, I will.
So you failed to grapple him. Yes.
Correct.
The thing is, Kill loves a good wrestle.
That's right, baby.
I do. That's why I'm not casting any spells. I just wanna tousle.
Well, I'm stepping back. I'm gonna step back a couple feet. I'm gonna put my hand on my book. I close my eyes. Wait, let me head in my head. I think it's funny that you pick fights to compensate for your lack of emotional connection. I'm gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
Is that a wisdom save?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Got
wisdom
low wisdom.
Savage thing I've seen all day today.
He's got low wisdom.
I think that gets psychic damage too.
Champion.
That's some fishing.
God damn. God damn. Please describe to me what happens to Randman the Savage.
Oh, he thinks what I said is just fucking hilarious. And he like painfully laughs and falls like down to his knees.
He
prone on the
drops
ground.
his grip on your waist and slides over. You can feel his giant thighs slip off the back of your neck, and he just sort of just roils on the ground, holding his stomach in stitches. Ooh, yeah, ooh, hilarious, ooh, yeah, ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna go hide.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. All right, Louisa.
Incredible.
Indigo.
Okay, so it's no longer grappling.
No, he is.
Okay.
He is
He's on the
incapacitated.
floor.
He's on the floor.
He's on the floor, baby.
Grapple up, like, so I don't.
He's
really,
ready for you.
I mean, I don't really know how this works. Give it a try, and I'll kind of like attempt to grapple him.
Yeah.
As best I can.
I believe you automatically succeed because he's considered incapacitated.
He's incapacitated.
Yeah.
Unable to stand until.
An incapacitated creature can't
next
take
turn.
actions or reactions. Which he can't. If you can't take actions or reactions, it doesn't make sense to me that you could succeed a grapple check or to even participate in one, because that's what even though it doesn't necessarily meet the criteria of an action or a reaction because it forces you to make a reaction and doesn't use up it, I would rule that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, you just get on top of him
Okay.
and he's just laughing.
Still holding my wine glass, just like
Yeah.
level.
You're just riding him like a Coyote Joe.
That's right, baby. Like a goddamn steer.
So, how tall are you?
He's cackling. He's just laughing his ass off. Does anyone want to count to 3?
Oh.
1, 2, 3. You're out, Randman. It's done.
And you hear Thunderwheel just go, oh! And like he flicks his wrist and conjures like this giant handbell that he just starts slapping, and it's just like ding ding ding. And Randman is just laughing, just holding his stomach in stitches. And it seems as though he has been defeated. Jesus Christ. Alrighty. And that was that.
I think that's my favorite.
His spirit just sort of... Oh. He disappears back from the realm from which he came.
I'm sure he'll remember
what number
you.
do you mean?
I don't know. 4.
I just wanted to tell him how many sexual partners I've had.
6, 8.
Nice. Nice.
It's not funny.
Thanks for the clarity.
It's no laughing matter.
Everyone's the same heist when they're I'm already drunk. Everyone's the same height when they're laying down.
No?
That's a sex joke. Just keep going. Just keep going. Jesus Christ. Just keep going.
Right.
Just keep going.
It was it's the sort of thing
Lock
happened
that one away for later.
Yeah.
Now you've had 2 visitors in like, what, an hour?
Yes, well, a few hours.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you
Can I
know.
ask, are there like cities here, or is it all sort of like wilderness?
There are, yes.
Certain, Michaela, you can switch it up music-wise whenever you want.
No, because now we're gonna fight Vanderbilt again.
There
He's
are
all Randy for it now.
whichever domain that you end up in,
Everyone, 'cause I want
there is a
to see what
kingdom
Albert
for each one of them. There are 4 domains total, governed by the position of the Great Star. First of which, as soon as I get there in my notes. Right. First of which, hello, where are you? There we go. First of which is Morningtide. Very similar to my own realm, except, how do I put this? Where the light is turning to dark, here, the dark turns to light in Morningtide. Of course, there is Everbright.
Dawn, not dusk.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Then beyond that is Everbright, where the star is fixated in the middle of the sky. After that is Twilight, where we reside. The Twilight Forest, of course, is where we might find the Tooth Fairy. And in the lands beyond, the Everdark. It is where Black Agatha calls her domain.
Interesting. And there's a city in each of those regions?
There is, whether or not they are inhabited, remains to be known. This is my city.
Oh.
This Twilight is my domain.
Seems not terribly populated.
I keep it that way for obvious reasons.
I see. I suppose that makes sense.
I've got quite a crick in my neck from that fucking,
Oh, I might have some.
That looked very impressive.
It hurt very bad.
Yes,
It's not a good time.
as is the design.
I'm gonna take some salve. Is it okay if I
Yeah, alright.
just rub it on the back of your neck? I'll cast a cure wounds on you.
Very nice.
As they sort of recover, I
How much
will.
you weigh? You got a lot.
Were we in the middle of me collecting the other? No, I got the 3 samples, and I think he was explaining something when that all happened.
That is
Yeah, I
correct.
only have 2 second left, so I'm giving you first.
That's fine. I got potions.
Don't use them. Use me.
Sorry.
Use me.
We are live. Solid.
Wow.
Can't find it.
Can you zoom in on it?
So
Can we zoom in?
7 hit points.
Okay, cool.
What's happening anymore?
As you imply that,
What's gonna happen?
it's just sort of like,
What's she putting on
well, you
you?
know that does help. I'm just gonna get a greater health.
solid. Solid.
What is it, 44?
Do be war. As
Serves
we
you
pass
right.
through,
That's about 100.
I will
Well,
not
you
be able
did
to
well, too.
follow you beyond my city, as we call it. The Twilight Wood is slightly difficult to navigate, but I will take you as close to the fairy's domain as I can. It's a rather large, hollowed-out tree. Can't really miss it.
As we go back to moving, I want to, sort of as before, try to continue to pay attention and try to see if I can continue to kind of make sense of the wood as from like a navigational standpoint.
Make a survival check. The DC will be high.
That's a nat one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think
The
I rolled
moment
above
that
it.
you, the moment that you try, it's that same feeling again of like it's like impossible for you to quantify.
Yeah.
Cool. To the point where you're like, all right, I'll stick to the berries.
Sure.
He only leads you on for an additional maybe 10 or so minutes until eventually you come upon a sort of dead end here in this hedge maze, and he just sort of looks at the wall and he twists his hand, and you all see this sort of center point where there's a single red rose petal, or excuse me, rosebud just sort of plucked out. It begins to bloom and open until many of the little bits of green leaves start to turn in this sort of circular pattern, matching the opening of the first rose. As all of them turn a dark crimson red, many different roses rotate into existence until this small little red speck turns into a bright, giant red circle of rose petals until it eventually begins to coalesce into one and a portal begins to form. Thunderwheel says,
Well, this is where I leave you. This should take you directly to the heart of the wood. If it does not, there's a chance that it might not. Do not be alarmed. You will reside within the Twilight Forest. If you find yourselves amongst the drowning, you've gone too far. You've entered the land of the Everdark.
Drowning?
The drowning.
What is that? How will we know when we're there?
If you will know.
Because we'll be drowning?
I hate it when people say that.
If you're
Hopefully
among the
you will not
drowning,
be.
You've gone too far.
Will it be when the job's done? Do you expect it'll be easy enough for us to get back here?
Yes. When the job is done, you should be able to return in the same way. We share a tether now.
Ah, okay.
When you wish to return,
Can I still see the
you can't see, you never could see anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could feel it though.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready to finish, you just give him a tug. Is that what I'm hearing?
essentially, return to the same place from which you will emerge into the wood. And then focus on that connection.
We're just looking at kill, like.
Yeah.
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 Focus on that
A
connection.
tug will usually
I'm
get
sorry.
what you need.
Right, okay, yes.
And it should reopen the gateway.
What?
Okay.
I'll tell you when you're old.
Well,
Right, let's go.
after you.
Okay.
You all begin one by one through the portals. My sound effects are. How many? How many?
I'm watching.
I love it.
See if the
love it.
savage is following us.
Eric, you're so funny. Okay, so you all begin to emerge onto the other side. You look around, and this area of the wood. Michaela, give us something a little bit more spooky. Maybe like tombs. This area of the Fae, here in the land of Twilight, the two-faced king's domain. This place
Spooky.
is very spooky. It's
This is my favorite
even
track.
more lonely than that maze that he calls a city. You don't feel the presence of the wind, nothing, not a single blade of grass or a stray leaf or a flimsy branch on a tree seems to stir here. Almost all the sound that you register seems to come from each one of you. It's like you can hear each other breathe, and almost if you focus hard enough,
a heartbeat from each one of you. It is silent and unmoving here in the Twilight Forest. In front of you, you see an open field wreathed by many dark wood trees, each one of them thick of bark and barren of leaves. You look above and you can still see the fading light of that star in the sky, still affixed in the same position that it was above the hedge, above the table of the two-faced king. Unmoving, forever dusk. You see in the center of this open field an enormous tree, hollowed out, the top of which is non-existent. It opens like a cylinder, a crooked crown at the top of this dozens and dozens of feet tall, extremely wide, hollowed out tree. Nothing makes a sound here. It is perhaps 100 feet away from you. The field itself is rather large.
How does this hollowed out tree compare to the one on the island of Moor?
It is nearly identical.
I'll put that. Is it dark? It's dark here. It's twilight. You said, right? Like not dark, but it's sort of like dim light.
Duskish.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll start kind of slowly, methodically making my way to the hollowed out tree, and I'm just on the forefront of my mind is the Nana bush and that whole experience and what I've now been calling the Great Tree on the island of Moor.
Sure. Kill begins to move forward. What do you all do?
Follow.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I'll stay behind you.
Alright. I'm also following.
You begin to move forward. As you step, the leaves, the blades of grass beneath your feet, which are unmoving around you, you hear them fold and crunch. Each one of them, with each step, begins to crumble under your feet. You hear like the snapping of dead leaves and twigs, but they are the rigid blades of grass that snap and crumble underneath your footfalls. It's almost like they crush and crumble into this gray, almost white substance. As you move through, it's like you leave footfalls of snow. Not snow. Ash. You move forward. 20 feet. 30 feet. 50. 70. Till you're at the precipice of this enormous hollow. You look behind you, white footfalls everywhere.
Can I tell from here if this hollowed out tree appears to be living or not?
You may attempt to test that as you will. Would you like to just sort of take a look at it for now, or do you have anything in particular you want to try?
Yeah, I think from here it's more just, based on the way it looks, does it have sort of, does it look like it has sort of live growths coming out of it, or does it look like it's a rotted husk?
Make a perception check. 24. There doesn't seem to be anything growing out of it, but now that you've gotten closer, from far away, and as you began to approach, it did look like there were little protrusions out of it, almost like there were a bunch of maybe little growths on it, just from far away, or perhaps buds blooming from it. But upon closer inspection, all around the bark of this dead, hollowed tree, of a myriad of sizes, an uncountable number of rotted teeth sewn into the bark itself with sinew, whatever type of material. Each one of them, as far as the ones that you can see, have had small holes either drilled or perforated into the blunt ends of them, so that the canine or sharper ends, almost all of which are either a canine or a sharp tooth, some exceptions of blunted teeth here and there, are hanging and dangling.
There's no wind?
There's no wind. They are not moving at all.
This is around like the entire.
I mean, you assume this, but from where you're looking,
height-wise, I mean, like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, up and down, and you assume that the back is not barren, but it's possible. You don't know.
Since I've been kind of leading the path, I presume that I would see this first, and I tell them this. And I say, have you not the teeth? I understand that that's maybe the most noteworthy piece, but I've seen this almost this exact sort of hollowed out tree turned into the home of some really unusual creatures before. And I mean, have you seen anything like this?
No.
Yeah.
Have I seen anything like this before?
Make a history check.
I believe that's a 14.
14. In your prior research, and some of the stories that you have read and have been told, you've heard of many different kinds of, let's call them waypoints in the realms. A lot of them manifest themselves as extraordinarily large trees. You've heard of them in Petrichor, you've heard of them in the Shadowfell, you've heard of them in Elysium, and you have heard of them in the Fae. You do not necessarily recall if they have been described as like verdant or alive most of the time, but just that they are enormous trees, generally with not much surrounding them, or at the very least there's always a space sort of mentioned as sort of like almost like a hollowed ground around them in some way, shape, or form. So,
I'm gonna ask this to her, but I'm basically asking you. Sure.
What does that mean?
Is this a tree, or is this something that looks like a tree?
No, is this a tree?
How close are we?
You're pretty close. I mean, you could probably just walk up and touch it if.
Yeah.
Since she knows this is a waypoint,
yeah.
Is it?
Well, I mean, that's what she's
Yeah,
maybe
I
thinking.
do have-
Is it? Does she know if it's a tree that's also a waypoint, or is it? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dicey, if you would like to try to delve further into what this is, please describe to me what you tried to do to gain this information.
I'm gonna go put my hand on the tree.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
As she does this, I'm I'm not doing anything to stop her, but like onlookers might I'm really watching her to make sure that she is like respectful of it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
It's a 24.
24. You touch the bark of this seemingly ancient tree. And as you do, you feel that there is a layer of something, a substance, on top of the bark. And you sort of pull your fingers back. And as you do, this dark, grayish substance, like powder, sort of flicks off of it. And underneath is like a bone white bark. You roll on your fingers, you smell it a little bit. It's charcoal.
All this stuff here is burned.
Do you think that's the kind of the natural state of things here? Or do you think something happened?
Does it look, so we were like in a clearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did it look like the trees on the outside of the clearing, those were all also like...
They were barren.
Barren, okay. Oh, I don't know. Do the teeth look unharmed? As in not fire damaged?
You take a look
I'll
at
look
one
at
of the
the teeth
nearby.
real close.
Yeah, you
We're
take
good.
a nearby look. Give me an investigation check on the teeth.
Teeth check.
Teeth check.
That's just
Shiny teeth and me.
We'll find out in a minute.
Absolute
Banger.
unnecessarily good.
So I know they went another way. 8. You take a look at one of the nearby ones.
It's hot pink, we'll find it.
This, as far as you can tell, actually looks relatively. I don't want to use the word familiar, but
That's my grandma's teeth.
that's my mammy's teeth. No, you look.
That's Jim's teeth from Spanish class.
But nice. This looks like a shark tooth. You look up at some of the other ones, and they are different.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, the nearby one, seems to resemble teeth that you've seen recently.
There's a shark tooth? Like the lady who attacked us? Maybe she was in cahoots with this fairy pixie person.
Maybe.
We're trying to get away from her so she could keep her other teeth.
Or she got the teeth after it died. They look fresh. I'm like trying to find
Hey,
it.
how fresh are the teeth? Roll for teeth fresh.
They're rotted,
For
right?
fresh breath.
I'm min-max for appraising teeth freshness.
I don't think.
My tooth-based character is coming handy.
Finally, my dentist.
I don't think teeth rot outside the mouth. So if these are rotted teeth, they would be rotted like when they were extracted.
Oh, bacteria.
Exactly.
Can eat anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be in your mouth.
Yeah, but there's way more bacteria in your mouth than there is in here.
So I'll pop a tooth in my mouth. I don't know.
Just crunch down on it.
Let's see who has the stronger teeth.
Survival
Me or
of the
shark?
fittest. It's like the guy who did with the M&Ms.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I do not.
You said this. So as far as the tree hollow, is it like a door kind of carved into it, or just like
I'm
a?
dying now.
What's this hollow look like exactly?
There doesn't seem to be like an entrance to the tree itself. Like
Yeah.
you can't get inside, but you can tell like from the outside, like the back of which it looks like a crown. It is hollow.
Okay.
How tall is it? Roughly?
I mean, you've no idea. It's very tall. Probably in the like 100+ feet.
Holy shit. Are there teeth all the way up?
That was just a curious question of me.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Ooh.
Can I climb this without hurting my hands?
Oh,
Teeth check.
I have an idea. I have those 2 rods now. Does anyone? Well, yeah, I'm gonna give this a try. The hollow portion? How high up do I have to go to look into the hollow, basically?
Hundreds of feet up.
Oh, so pretty okay. Well, maybe we won't try that then. But we could climb up a little bit if anyone wants to.
There's no other way to get to it that we can see.
From here,
I'm
unfortunately.
gonna go ahead and do a little quick around the tree, see if there's an entrance or some sort of anything less than the top of the tree.
Sure. You begin to move around the tree. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I think... I hate that this isn't a ritual spell, and I don't understand why it isn't. But I think I want to cast Speak with Plants again.
Speak with Plants?
Yeah. Watsy, why Speak with Animals a ritual? Speak with Plants isn't. Doesn't make any sense.
Racism.
Racism.
That's racism.
Speciesism.
You begin to cast Speak with Plants. You feel the spell activate with yourself. What would you like to try to do?
So first, I want to speak. I want to try to speak directly to this Great Hollow, and basically say, "Can you hear me? Are you there?" It's hard for me to tell. I don't mean to disturb you.
You reach out. And you speak this to the nature around you. And you feel this sense of emptiness. Like you're shouting into a cave with nothing but an echo to respond to you. You quickly realize everything around you is dead.
There's no life left here. At least not other than the collector, who I can't sense, but this tree is long gone. Now that I know this, if nothing attacks me in the next 6 seconds, because you're rolling dice over there, I'm gonna see if I can basically just lay siege to the hollow itself to try to break a hole through it.
Okay.
Whoa.
You rear back and you begin to slam into the hollow. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Take some steps back.
As you begin to move around to the other side, you begin to look. Best you can, make a perception check.
Sure.
It's been like one nat 20 and a bunch of 5s and lowers.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
It needs
You begin to look and you move around it.
It's okay.
To the point where you begin to lose sight of your companions. And as you're moving around to the other side, you mark at the very least you've moved maybe 60 to 70 feet around, and you're just starting to reach the precipice of the other side of the hollow. And you're looking up and down, and there are definitely a few places where you feel like you could probably begin to make a trek upwards, especially better than where you approached before, but you still don't see anything by means of like a direct entrance that, you know, is just sort of natural or carved in or anything like that. Until you almost for a moment feel like a weird chill sort of right up your spine. What's your AC?
18, but it's 17 unless if I don't have both of my weapons out. So.
Which you don't, because you didn't mention that you did. So 17. You feel this chill up your spine, and you almost inherently look over your shoulder, and as you do, you feel a piercing sting on the left side of your body, just on your left trap as you turn over your right shoulder, where you don't look. And you see this small, almost like raccoon-sized creature lunge from seemingly out of nowhere. You were keeping your eye out best you could here. You were keen to make sure you're looking for places, and it's as if this creature appeared out of nowhere and just slams its razor sharp teeth into the side of your neck. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Because you have not taken a turn and you were surprised by this, this is going to be a critical hit. So you suffer.
You suffer. You just suffer.
I apparently do suffer.
You do, in fact, suffer. Well, also, for any of those watching, we're going to use the new Unearthed Arcana 2022 critical hit features.
Oh, so that
I cannot.
you can't crit.
Well, I can't roll to crit. However, if it's built in, I will crit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's pretty fucking convenient, is what it is.
that's why I'm mentioning it now. So I can't roll and hit a crit, but
You don't
if it's
crit
baked
on a nat
in,
20.
no,
So wait.
I don't crit on a nat 20. That's the rule. Yeah. Only players can roll critical hits on nat 20s.
I almost asked this earlier, and I didn't because I didn't want to be disruptive. But are we gonna go ahead and use basically the play test?
Yeah, we're gonna be play
core
testing.
rules. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think let's just like throw it out there real quick. So that means that like DM non PCs can't crit on a nat 20. Nat 20s you can only crit on weapon attacks and weapon attack or unarmed strikes, and you add 1 die to the roll. Additionally, when you do roll a 20 on any d20 test, you get a point of inspiration.
Correct.
And the other one that I remember is with tools. If you're rolling a tool check and you have proficiency in the tool and the related skill, you roll with advantage.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Very true.
Ooh.
I like that a lot.
Very fun.
That's
Their
nice.
new Unearthed Arcana is very
And
cool.
if you have a point of inspiration and you roll a d20, a nat 20, you can give your inspiration
to someone else, you can
in
never
the
have
party.
more than 1 inspiration active at a time.
That means I can't.
Gives you
chaos
advantage.
bolts anymore.
It's an advantage you have to decide before the roll.
You just have to
Before the roll.
use them.
Okay.
You just have to like use them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Use
mean?
what?
The inspirations.
Oh,
Use them if you got them.
Yep.
What did you say, Jamie?
I can I still crit with chaos bolts?
No.
No, you
That's
can't.
what I was saying, like,
you cannot.
I
You can't
can't
crit with
chaos
spells.
bolts
No,
anymore.
no. Oh, sorry. I thought you said. I thought you said something else.
No.
You cannot crit with spells.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's fine.
Sailor B, you suffer.
Sure.
You suffer.
A little. This thing's tiny. It's
You
just biting
suffer.
me.
You suffer 32 points of piercing damage.
All right.
I need you to roll a d12.
I thought he was shitting with you because of what you said, but he is not shitting.
I'm rolling a d12.
Please.
You know what else is small? Nuclear fission.
Wait, is this a save you're doing?
Well, just tell me
No,
what you get.
It's a 4.
4.
It can't be a save because I'm rolling.
Now, please roll a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Sal, just FYI, because I did roll a d20 2-3 rolls ago, I gave myself a point of inspiration.
Great.
5.
As this creature that you can't really get a good look on tears into your shoulder, it's almost just like a slight grazing strike against you. It doesn't necessarily hurt all that much, but it distracts you just enough as you turn down that it slips down your arm and scrapes its bottom, almost like sharp shovel-like teeth on the bottom of its jaw, up through your wrist and bites around your finger and tears away from you towards the tree and rips your left hand off.
Sorry.
You all hear a blood-curdling scream.
I do it, but I don't want to scare you.
No, you don't have to. From Sirikaz, some direction away from you. Let's roll initiative.
Jesus.
Holy shit. You did ask me to roll earlier. I rolled a 13 on the weapon attack against the tree.
Go ahead and roll the damage. Roll to hit.
That was my roll to hit. You mean?
Oh, sorry.
damage?
Roll damage is what I meant.
You can be okay.
Orphan Maker. Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Make sure I star that so I don't forget I no longer have a left hand.
That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You slam into the bark of this tree, and your hammer smashes directly through it.
I'm about to get a look, baby.
It doesn't necessarily open a giant hole as you do this, but like you feel as though it's very easy for you to like. You can break through this pretty easily. Maybe with 2 more strikes, you can open it up.
You can't dual wield now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
Hey
was
man, you
thinking.
rolled the 4.
And now that I
Could have been a foot. Put him in a foot.
Now that I did that, can I ask to? Does the wood appear to be like burnt to like burnt to ash? You know, not ash, but you know what I mean.
To charcoal. Yeah.
charcoal.
Yes. Correct.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
Alrighty.
I just hear Kaz screaming, and I'm like, I figured out the tree thing.
Everybody roll initiative. Okay. If it was good, keep it. If not, roll again.
Wait, can that work for me too? No.
There we go. That was actually less than
hand crossbow.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, it's a hand crossbow, not a hands crossbow. I can use this one.
That's right, baby.
You just strap it to your nub. Oh, maybe you can do like a like an ash, like chainsaw deal. You know what I mean?
You're right to be so fucking dumb.
Oh boy.
All right, Kaz, what'd you get? 30, 20.
Cool.
Theresa?
That's a 16.
16. Okay. Kill?
12.
Hail to the king, baby.
I like how you're already like, yes,
And Indigo?
I'm down for this
7.
handlessness. Like,
Okay, beautiful.
that was a quick mourning period.
Alrighty.
I'm talking
I joked I
wild,
had the
dude.
pain.
And acceptance.
Alrighty. It is after the surprise attack. It
He's a
is
pirate.
still the
He's been playing
creature's
without his
turn.
money for a long time.
The creature now sort of looking at you. You can see its hand. Your hand is dangling,
Ooh.
like spiked, speared, impaled onto one of the larger teeth in its bottom jaw. You can get a really good look at this creature now. It looks like it has the body of like a rabbit, like a white rabbit, sort of standing on two long legs, like if a hare was sort of standing up looking somewhere, like almost like a meerkat, like white stark fur with these bright snow white moth wings that extend, that are bigger than its body, these sort of two almost alien looking antennae, and two giant black eyes with many spider-like eyes surrounding its forehead, with just this wide open mouth with just these horrible jagged stark white teeth with one red hand bleeding stuck to part of it, that it just reaches up, tears through it, and begins to sort of like a Komodo dragon, like sort of tearing at flesh and just sort of moving its gullet back, swallowing these bits of flesh whole until it just sort of looks down, rips into one of your fingers, and starts to gnaw away at it.
What an experience watching.
Oh yeah. It is
How big is it? Sorry.
maybe the size of what
Is this what you said was the size of a raccoon? Roughly?
yeah-ish, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Something
Large
like that.
raccoon.
Now,
Yeah.
I know that
like badger size.
Yeah.
Effio is a pixie, right?
Effio was a pixie.
So I know that this is not a pixie.
Yeah, maybe, probably not.
It's a thick pix.
This is a thick pixie. It's fucking horrifying.
Thick.
Fucking thick.
It's going to use its action to disappear.
No.
Kaz, it's your turn, buddy.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tourniquet. Fucking.
well, I'm not too worried about it for reasons, but about that specific aspect of this problem, I want to be clear. I still don't have a gun.
I am a Namekian.
It was a fake hand the whole time.
You thought I had secrets.
I mean, I guess hold my stump. I'm gonna run back to the rest of the group.
Okay, you begin to run back.
Oh my!
It's about, you moved about 70 feet away. So you can use your movement and then action if you want
Somebody
to get there.
should have went
or
with
movement
you.
bonus action to pretty much
Yeah,
get to at least their sight.
Then it would have been
I'll go
mine.
ahead and bonus action to dash back.
Yeah, immediately you all see Kaz rounding the corner towards you, blood dripping onto where behind him, where he leaves stark white patches into the sea of green. Every once in a while, flecks, almost whole swaths of red, just paint against that green and white as he begins to move by, holding on to what seems to be a stumped left arm, where there is no longer a hand.
Kaz, what?
Well, there's something. It took my hand. Be ready for it, maybe.
Fuck.
Help
Oh God.
if you can.
Yes, I will try to help. Are we in initiative here?
We are in initiative, yes.
Spell of return hand.
I've less
It would be your turn. Do you want to do an action?
Using my action, I want to like look around and see if I can figure out where this thing fucking went.
Perception check.
Restore.
Guidance.
Less
With
hand.
guidance.
It's a D4, right?
D4.
Good guidance. Do you have it? Guidance.
Dude, fuck yeah. I loved Guts. That shit was that shit was so fun.
That's right.
So
I don't remember
17.
17?
We're saying British accent.
You look around and, I mean, like, in your panic and this shock that you're in right now, trying to just, like, gain your bearings, you don't see this creature anywhere.
Alright, so that's my turn. I've used my action. My bonus
Louisa,
action.
it is your turn.
I don't think Lesser Restoration's gonna do
Bring his
anything
hand
for
back.
his
You can
hand.
certainly try.
Well, maybe read the description.
No, this is like poison and shit.
Cast placebo.
Placebo!
Your
You are
hand's
fine.
bad.
Cast this spell, and now your hand's gonna
He
grow
has
back.
disease
Oh,
or
God.
condition.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I just
Pass out.
don't think that's gonna do anything. So sorry about that. Because I don't think that's. I will come up to you though, and I'm gonna take one of my little vials. I'm gonna shake it up, and I'm gonna just like dump it out on your hand. It's
It
gonna like.
burns so bad.
Yeah, it's gonna sizzle this.
Yeah.
I imagine it like it looks like it's starting to like cauterize and maybe
sure.
some new skin is growing on there.
Stick my lip and all that.
Oh, that's
delicious.
Smells so
that was good until I saw the one. 14 points back to you.
I really wanted her to be like, yeah, I go up to him and I throw wet sand on him.
Pocket sand.
Oh, thank God.
This stuff was a sickly greenish color, like
Well,
Like a
now my
dark-
wound won't be.
sorry, that's all I can do.
It's fine. We're in the middle of the woods. I understand. I'm not freaking out. I'm totally not freaking out.
Maybe if we get your hand back.
It's been chewed up. It's a chewed up time now.
We'll figure something out.
Kill, it is your turn.
Yeah, I just rear back. I'm just gonna keep trying to break through the hollow
another
shell of
attack
this tree. You folks don't like grow limbs back, do you?
Not that I'm aware of.
15.
I've never tried.
You hit, roll damage.
Ooh, 12.
Yeah, you slam in and you open up a further large pathway, let's call it.
Okay.
You feel as though one more will make this available to anybody.
Okay. Any chance that I can like use my bonus action to kind of like try to peep through? Like, can I see anything through there?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Peeper check.
Peeper check.
Nat 20 for 28.
That's 20 for 28.
Oh, and I get to give Kaz my point of inspiration.
You get to give inspiration.
Roll 2. Roll your hand back.
He's like, I never needed my hand.
happy about it.
I'm so much more than 2 hands.
So true, so true. You take a peeker and you go, there seems to be quite a number of different things inside this little place. Most of which seem to be small little, like, cocoons, all laid out all over this place. It does seem to be furnished. Like there's a tapestry on the ground, small little desk, and like some little like a study area, like a little bookshelf as well.
Okay.
A realm sphere.
Oh shit.
Interestingly enough, many cocoons all around this place. Like it is swathed over.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's a little freaky in there, but you'll feel much better once you fuck this guy's place up, I think.
That is the end of your
That's
turn.
my turn.
Oh, no, dear. Yeah. Indigo.
So I don't see this creature, right? It's just kind of.
You do not. You can certainly try to spend an action to perceive it.
Yeah. I'll try to do that.
Go for it.
14.
14. You look around And in this sort of crazy, chaotic moment where you're trying your best to just sort of like suss out, like, all right, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, what? You do not see this creature anywhere.
I guess that's me.
Okay. Back up to the top. It is the creature's turn.
Just come take your other hand.
Damn.
No, that was the hand fairy.
Oh, of course, the hand fairy.
He lives down the street. I'm house sitting.
If I did you the wrong, I'm so sorry.
I'm so scared for you.
Don't be.
I'm scared for you.
Death is only the beginning.
Louisa,
Oh no, you're scared for me.
what is your AC?
It's 16.
16. As you are tending to Kaz's wound, you are doing your best to cauterize the sort of space where the wrist essentially, and the absence of the hand. And as you're doing this, your focus is entirely spent on this. You begin to feel the beads of sweat on your forehead until you feel a stinging in the right side of your ribs as tearing into your flesh. This creature lunges from, at this point where you're all just sort of around Kill and Indigo, as you are trying to look around for things in general, it's almost like there was a spot on this tree that looked completely like you've glossed over. It didn't even register in your peripheral or you're even directly looking at this thing. It's like it emerged not out of it, but like as it sort of has its wings furled against the bark, it is perfectly camouflaged. And it lunges against you.
Ah,
You suffer.
I suffer. Oh, that's.
You suffer 21 points of piercing damage. I need you to roll a d12.
Let's go with my ugly boy. That's a 5.
Use your right hand.
I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
That's good, right? Uh-oh.
What did you get?
Not good, dude.
What did you get?
Well, it's a 3 plus something, but
Lovely.
can't be plus that much.
This could be a 3 minus.
It is a 3 minus. It's a 2.
2.
It's worth another D4. Probably not, right?
Probably not.
Probably not.
She rips into your side, and that sort of surprise shocks you for a moment because it's not that painful. You just sort of feel like a tear at your side for a moment. You look down, and there's a little bit of blood, but not too much. But she takes this moment to slip around, and she shoves the bottom part of her jaw, this jagged teeth, just under your right calf, and lifts you up, tripping you as she pulls into the air, ripping your right foot off of your body.
Jesus Christ.
Ah! Sorry, I
I
shouldn't
think
yell.
I might have a different boon to ask for.
She rips your your right foot off your body.
Cool, right,
Holy
okay.
shit.
And you are not prone.
I like my limbs. I like my limbs. I like my limbs. I like my limbs.
However, because it is not her turn anymore, well, she's going to use the rest of her movement to skitter, or excuse me, to flap her moth wings and begin to fly up. Kaz and I would say Kill, you both have attacks of opportunities if you'd like to take them.
I would very much like to take one.
Go for it.
Yes.
Would you?
I'm feeling like it might be fun.
And you know what? For funsies, I'm gonna go ahead and use up that inspiration real quick.
Yeehaw, brother.
yeah.
Roll attack, which this would give you sneak attack because you're rolling with advantage.
So good.
Well, I also would get it anyway because it's within 5 feet of other people.
Yeah, but would you get it on a reaction?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Then great.
It just
You know what it says on my turn.
Regardless, you would get it because you have advantage.
I'm certain you do.
Hell yeah.
Oh, these should be D10s. I'm a fool.
17.
17 misses.
I rolled an 18.
18 misses.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
Fucking stop it. Jeez. The asshole over here. Look at his fucking face. Just a little stinker.
Come on.
Ripping off your limbs.
Aw, there goes your leg.
Just fairy things. You know what I mean? Just ripping off your limbs. I'm quirky. All right, so it is now Kaz's turn. She flies like a solid. What's her flight speed? 25 feet away from you.
Okay. You said the inside of the tree had all these like cocoons and stuff, right?
Correct.
Cool. In my from my bag of holding, I pull out a flask of oil, and I'm just gonna chuck it into the tree.
Okay.
Where
You
it will shatter
launch
on
it,
impact.
and it just spreads a fuckload of oil all around, like just right in the center, right on the tapestry.
And that's my action.
That is your action, yes.
Someone want to light this shit up, and that's gonna be my turn because I can't do shit with my bonus action
you're up.
anymore.
It's my turn already?
It is. Kill, you're on deck. Then Indigo.
Do I have something to light things on fire?
I bet you do.
Can I light this shit on
Light
fire?
that ass on fire.
Light it on fire. I have a lot of stuff with acid.
Sizzling.
That's not really
What candy do you have?
fear. Acid?
Oh. You have prestidigitation?
Nah.
I should have used mending on my wrist.
I would have fixed everything.
Damn. Can't believe we didn't think of that.
Damn. I mean, I guess
Damn it, Winstead.
I could do this. Is any? I don't know if you guys can fire things.
I mean, do you have a torch?
Don't worry too much about it. I can do it on my next turn. Worst case scenario.
Can I see the thing, or is it?
Oh yeah, it's flying up in the air.
disappeared?
Giant, like lunar moth wings. It's actually rather beautiful, not gonna lie. It's horrifying, but kind of pretty.
It's rather beautiful.
Screw the DM.
Yeah, screw you.
No.
Yeah, screw ya.
Typical.
That was a pretty good Max Greenberg.
Oh my god, screw.
Caitlin loves New Girl.
I do too.
Yeah,
It's one of my
and
favorite shows of all time.
It's very fun. It's very fun.
Okay.
It's like her thing. I don't want to like, you know what I mean. But I like it.
It's our thing.
That's right. I'm so sorry. I
Me
should
and
respect
Kaylin
that.
get together.
Yeah, and you watch New Girl.
We
all
watch
the
New
time.
Girl. And we
All
eat
day, son.
$80 worth of sushi.
All day.
Anybody want to get in on this?
Oh my god, guys!
I don't know how you guys fight yet. So I'm gonna like scooting back, like scared person. And I'm gonna do my acid arrow. So I dip my string in, pull it up, it stays there, and I
Yeah.
shoot a little arrow at it.
Roll to attack.
Oh. Things.
Burns.
14.
Wait, that was your attack roll?
Yeah.
We know its AC is at least 18.
Oh.
So don't give her a D4.
Yeah.
No, we know it's at least 19.
Okay.
Because I missed on an 18.
Do you want to do anything, Jamie? Okay. The acid arrow disappears into the sky as its body, as it brings its wings down, it like shifts and sort of turns to the side as the arrow, and it looses its wings again and starts to flutter like very it's more like a bird flapping its wings than like an insect buzzing its wings, if that makes any sense. That is your turn. Kill.
Yes.
You're up. Indigo, you're on deck.
Can you light this thing up?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to focus on keeping my limbs then. I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
So until the spell ends, I am protected against Fae. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attacks rolls against me, and I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Sounds great.
So that's going to be my action. I'm just going to see if I can do like a roll attack into this tree.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Sonic the
It's not
fuck
really
out
an
of it.
attack, but I'm just going to try to roll into this tree
Roll
and see
through
what
it?
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, just fuck it. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
You can add your strength
It
modifier.
actually makes a spark from his teeth and the teeth in your shell.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
And I
for sure.
explode. That is a 14.
Yeah, you bust right through it. You didn't really need to roll
Bust.
damage on the last one because
Yeah.
all you needed to do was hit one more time. and you just like the Kool-Aid Man slam right through.
Hell yeah.
And you are inside the den of the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah. Damn.
Busted me.
I say,
Feel good.
I've already used most of 6 seconds to do this. I'm just gonna try to run out of here. I like roll through and I'm like, I did it! And then I run out.
Yeah, for sure. You do so.
Reverse,
Okay,
reverse.
sounds good. Reverse. One hop this time.
Cool.
Very good. All right, Indigo, you're up.
Prestidigitation to what?
1 foot this time.
It just erupts in this flame
Left-hand
inferno that starts to lick and lap against like the other like dry portions of this very dead tree and immediately begins to go up in flames. Yeah, it's gonna take a round or two to engulf the whole thing, but it catches and it fucking burns. And you hear the muffled scream
Of the still alive people that you just.
of dozens and dozens echo through this silent place.
I turn to Indigo and I just go,
Metal.
just kidding.
What did you do?
Did I do that?
What's the Curb Your Enthusiasm little so good. Anyways,
No, it's
that's your
it should
action.
be the JoJo end scene.
Oh yes. Indigo, that is your action.
Yep.
There's enough blood to run through the ending credits.
It is the creature's turn.
Oh no.
The creature, flapping its lunar wings in the sky, turns and sets its eyes on you. And it folds its wings back and like a falcon dive bombs against you. That is going to be a 22 to hit. Oh, disadvantage because screw the DM. Thank you very much. Turning that into a 12. 12 misses it.
Huge.
And swings down as it moves past you. You can technically make an attack of opportunity if you'd like. You get to like punch it.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can punch it.
Punch it.
Throw your wine.
Oh shit! Oh no! Now the glass is stable.
Where'd they go? I was
That's
kind of
incredible.
like, I'm gonna punch it, and then I punched my glass off of myself.
Nice.
Hopefully you hit this thing as hard as you just hit your glasses.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Does a 7 hit?
7 misses as you swing.
Dang,
All of your
my
legs.
You go to punch and you actually knock the base of your wine glass, so and it falls out of your hand just a little bit. You go, oh no, and you grab onto them, and you have your wine glass, no problem. But you do miss the creature as it careens off back into the sky. That is its turn. Kaz, you're up. Dicey, you're on deck. You all hear the screams of dozens of people or creatures, what have you, that were entombed in this hollow.
Unfortunate. Anyway. I don't know that I don't know that I have anything that I can attack this thing with right now. How far away is it from me?
25 feet away from you.
Okay.
Excuse me. No. It is 10 feet away from you, in the air.
Okay. I guess I'll try to throw my dagger at it.
Go for it.
21.
Hits.
It's fucking
Nice.
better, dude. Is there anyone with,
Fucking do better.
is there anyone within 5 feet of this thing? Any
No.
enemies?
Unfortunately not.
You sure?
I'm very sure. It is in the air.
What if I ran and jumped before I threw the dagger?
Elu?
6 damage, bitch.
Oh my god.
And yeah, you deal some damage. Well done. The dagger poof, off into the great wide field. Not too far away from you. It falls maybe like 20 feet away.
And I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Word. Where do you want to hide?
So I got the tree right here, right? That's on fire.
Yep.
It's just a clearing besides like
Correct.
the trees over there.
The tree's about 80 feet away.
80 feet away. Okay. I haven't moved, so I got 30 feet. I
True.
got 60 feet. So the grass is all.
You won't be able to do 60 feet. You can only do 30.
Oh yeah,
because you're using the bonus action to hide. Yeah.
I guess I'll try to. Like,
and the tree is beginning to, like, really catch fire. Like it's about to be a pillar of flame. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. Don't want you to get twisted.
I'm just. Is there like? I mean, I guess I could just go around the tree a little bit.
Yeah.
So that it just I'm out of eyesight.
Certainly, you're out of the the range.
We'll call that hiding.
Whee! Yeah. Go roll stealth.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's my stealth? Plus 13, I think. Oh, that's not. I'm pretty sure it's 13. I want to make doubly sure before I just start doing that shit.
Double.
Whatever 16 plus 19 is. 29?
Quite a bit. You are positive that. You're positive that
it didn't see me go around the thing is the best I can describe that as hiding.
No, I would say that you are positive that while it may know that you're on the other side, it has no fucking idea, bless you, where on the other side you are. You know what I mean?
Got that.
Hell
right,
yeah, baby. You could be anywhere on the other side.
Behind you, brother.
Where's the red man when you need him?
I want my hand back.
I've come for my hand.
It's so ridiculous. God damn.
Wait, I got one more.
Hit me with it, please.
You know I had to give him my hand.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Nice.
Okay. That is the end of your turn.
Also, real quick.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, horrifying, yes. Tuisa, you're up. Kill, you're on deck.
Is it an action to drink one of my potions?
It is a bonus action to drink one of your own potions.
Okay, I am going
Action to feed it to another.
to drink my potion of boldness that I
Ooh.
made this morning.
I love it.
Well, when we woke up.
What does it do?
It gives me a D4 to attacks and saving. It's basically bless.
Oh, I love that.
Basically bless.
That's incredible.
It's a one-person bless.
So nice.
And I'm gonna pour a little bit of powder in my hand and blow it up at the guy, and it's gonna like magically move its way towards him, and I'm gonna do a little ray of sickness.
Ooh, gross. Con save?
No, I rolled a hit.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
No, I rolled a bad.
You rolled a bad.
Damn.
I rolled good on that though. It's not gonna be good. I don't know.
If it ain't
I can't
19.
do math. It's not.
Is it
It's
a little
not.
bit less than 19?
No, I rolled a 3.
What's your modifier?
It's 15. Actually, wait,
15?
because I rolled a 4, 3. Sorry, I can't math.
Okay. What'd you roll? A 3?
4, 5, 6,
3 plus 4 because of the blast.
So 7.
7 plus 8 is 15.
15.
15.
So
I rolled
15. So if you roll a 4 on whatever you're trying to do, that could be 19.
It could
What?
hit.
Yeah. Deficit thing. Unrelated.
Okay. Nah, it's that's a toughie.
Kale's about to couldn't do math.
No, Tony was like, did he say 16 plus 19 is 25 or whatever, 29?
29 is what I ended up with because it's 16 plus 13, yeah.
I didn't give a fuck at that point. I was like, whatever. It's a number so high that I don't care. You're gonna save it? Okay. The ray of sickness, as you loose it upon this creature, it begins to flutter its wings very intensely, and the gusts of wind that it produces scatters the ray that you loose out at it through the dust that you blow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is negated.
I was better to save those for the strength save versus
Limbs.
limb loss.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That is your action and bonus action. Would you like to move?
Yeah.
As you do feel the heat from the flames against.
Yeah,
you
no,
start
I'll
to-
move away.
Sure. Full movement.
Yeah.
Sure. You move
Sure.
30 feet away, moving you 40 feet away from the creature and 30 feet away from the now very intense.
Very aflame.
Yes, very aflamed hollow tree. Kill, you're up. Indigo, you're on deck.
Okay.
You get the sense, Kill, that should you stick around this close to the tree, i.e. 5 feet away from the tree, maybe for another round,
Sure.
that it will be tough for you next round.
Yeah. And the space inside the tree is significant, right? This is
Yeah, it's rather wide,
Yeah.
but it is fucking. It looks like literally the bowels of hell in there.
yeah.
It's essentially an oven right
Yeah, oh, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Making some bug snacks.
So the boy is just sitting up there. Yeah, I'm gonna he's 25 feet up, you said?
No, 10.
Oh, he's 10 feet up?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay. Still can't reach him though, with the hammer. I will I'll try to hit him with a chill touch.
Chill touch.
Do
Chill
it.
touch.
Touch him in the coldest manners.
More
Chill
casual.
touch. The chillest touch I've ever seen.
My hands are quite cold.
I've never felt more casual. So dumb.
That's a 13.
So, do you mind if I touch you?
Sick.
That's fine.
Chill touch.
It was chill.
No, definitely missed.
This sort of like cold embrace reaches up, and once again, it scatters this spell against
The
the wind.
spectral hand tries to do this thing, and the pixie just looks right at it.
Yeah, it's like, I see you, motherfucker.
Okay. I will just use my movement to put some distance between me and the tree.
Okay. Do you want to use your full movement?
Yeah, I'll use my full movement.
30 feet from the tree, 40 from the creature.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. Indigo, you're up.
Wild magic sword.
Whoa!
Kill it.
Kill it.
Kill it! Kill with fire!
You considered killing it?
Kill it with fire. Yes, I agree.
12.
Ooh, interesting.
That's gotta kill it. It's a 12.
It's gotta die, right?
It's gonna kill
It's
it.
max damage.
Turn it blue.
Turn it blue.
You turn it blue! I'm dead.
Eyes of embarrassment.
Amazing. No, I'm blue! You said 12?
Yeah.
Swoof.
Give me 1 second. I know. My laptop died, so I have to log in this way to D&D Beyond. I know, I'm the worst, dude. This. Fucking yeah, send it to my email. Come on. There it is. D. Yes, authorize. Logging you in. Game rules. Fucking classes. Fucking sorcerer. Scroll.
Roll like your life depends on
God
it.
damn it! I scrolled too far. Wild magic. So 12?
Yeah.
Roll a d10.
10.
Does he kill it on a 10?
You're killing it, bro.
8.
8.
You lose a hand.
We can lose one each.
Well, that means you gotta lose a foot.
Never.
Okay.
Never. My souls must remain bared and connected to my body.
He's deciding on the murder.
I'm trying to think.
How's the murder gonna happen?
Okay, I need you two to make wisdom saving throws, please.
How dare you?
Is that a me?
Both of you two. Theresa and Kill.
Yeah. You've not been rolling good. We're gonna roll lemonade.
25.
You save.
Wisdom?
Yes.
17 plus something.
You both save.
Nice.
No effect happens. You don't get to know what it was.
Sorry.
That's probably
Be
It's
happy.
probably good for
Listen.
you guys, honestly.
If only
Be
I had
happy.
rolled lower.
Be happy.
Can we find out what it was going to be?
After,
Okay, that's fine.
maybe later. We'll see. All right. Fun. That was the Wild Magic Surge. Was there? Were we still on your turn?
Is it my turn right now?
It should be your turn.
Okay. Is it within 120 feet?
You've
It is.
earned your place.
Let's do a 3rd level Chaos Bolt on it.
Go for it.
Also earned your place. Match better.
I can't then look at myself, can I? It says when another creature you see.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, that's fine. That's a
Going against my
16 to hit.
16 misses, unfortunately. You loose the Chaos Bolt and it roils into the air with an amalgamation of different energy, and the creature just sort of slips away and dives around it, and it just cascades off into the sky. That is the end of your turn. It is now the creature's turn. The creature, seeing now that the Inferno is beginning to engulf the entirety of this hollow, just sort of looks at you all and emits this ear-piercing screech. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Even me?
Yeah,
yes.
you are rolling.
You just
good.
need to be able to hear this.
Versus charm.
No.
Constitution.
Constitution.
I did plug my ears though for some reason.
Word.
Is it against charmed or frightened?
No.
Is it a magical effect?
11.
No.
Okay.
11, you fail.
It's a dirty 20 though.
Succeed.
You said con?
Con.
Okay. I will retract into my shell. It's exactly the same. 11.
Fail.
Yep.
18.
Succeed. Kaz and Kill, you both immediately...
Oh, I should have rolled that too.
You retract into your shell. Kaz, you instinctively bring your hands up to your ears. You both suffer 4 points of... We'll just call this force damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Not too bad. However, you both immediately
Lose
hear...
your feet. Oh, no.
And you are considered deaf.
Okay.
For the time being. The two of you suffer 2 points of force damage.
I did.
But you're not deaf.
I did save
Deafened.
the concentration check. I mean.
Great. Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, I'm deafened.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't hear, and you automatically fail any check that requires hearing.
Cool. 4 points damage.
4 points of damage, yes. That is going to be its action. It's going to use its bonus action to... It disappears.
That fucking motherfucker. Sorry.
It's okay. Kaz, you're up. Dewisa, you're on deck.
Language, Hannah.
I know.
Dewisa,
Family show.
Dewisa, you're on deck. Kaz, it's your
Gotcha.
turn.
Cool. I mean, I wouldn't even know that it disappeared, right? Because I'm.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You are also deaf.
That's fine. I was gonna do this thing anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a sphere of darkness on myself,
Okay.
and then bonus action use one of my potions.
Okay, sounds good. You blackness surrounds you, and it begins to absorb the light from the fire as well. And you down a potion as a bonus action.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Fucking potion sit there.
Right. Dewisa, you're up. Kill, you're on deck.
Do I know where my friends are all located?
Kill is maybe about 10 feet away from you. Indigo is not too far away from you, maybe about 15 feet, closer to the Inferno. And then you have no idea where Kaz is. You did see him run around to the other side.
But
Disappeared.
he'd be more than 30 feet away. Probably. I have to be able to see
Likely,
him.
but...
I have to be able to see him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you have no idea where he is, so...
You definitely can't see me, even if you could see the sphere of darkness.
Oh, shoot. I hit use, but it's up to 3 creatures. Well, I will move as far away towards where I saw him run. Well, you've got darkness. I don't know that. I'm going to move as far the direction I saw him run without getting 30 feet away.
You begin to shift.
Yeah.
You can move about 20 feet without, or excuse me, 15 feet without getting away from both of them.
Yeah.
As you do, your line of sight opens up to the other side, and you can see that there's this just giant, like,
15-foot sphere
of blackness just on the other side of the tree. Like, it's just pitch dark abyss in a sphere on the other side.
Okay, it says I'm trying to cast bless. If you can bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Doesn't say that you can see, but they do have to be within 30 feet. And I would probably likely have to intuit that he's in there also if he's in 30 feet.
I'll say...
I can roll to intuit if you would.
Yeah, make an insight check.
roll to it.
Intuit.
What did you roll? Well, now you're rolling a 2. That's gonna be like, probably not. It's gonna be less than 10.
I'll say you are not confident enough with the casting of this spell to just sort of throw it into the void and for it to hook onto something. But you do know for sure that you can get away with casting it on the 2 of your other companions.
I will cast it on them.
Okay.
Do my little sand.
We've been
my
blessed.
Pocket sand, bless.
Pocket sand ya. So you got a D4. Do you want one of mine?
Yes, please.
What one do you want?
I want this one.
Very nice.
Sorry, you just had to fucking hide, didn't you? That is an action. And I guess I will stay there as long as I'm not too close to the fire. Which I probably moved as far as I could anyways, because I'm like dragging myself. That's my turn.
Thank you. All right, cool. Kill, you're up. Indigo, you're on deck.
Okay. This thing hasn't showed itself, right?
Not yet.
I would like to. What I would like to do is. Did I notice before that it seemed to be blending in with the tree? Would you say?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to do is, but the trees is like a flame now.
Tree's on fire, yeah.
So he's probably not blending in with the tree.
Certainly hope not. Well, actually, no. I hope so. I hope he's.
Okay, I really hope
idiot.
so.
Man. I guess I'll.
The screams, by the way, are getting louder.
Good.
Yeah. Well.
Thank
I
you.
can extinguish flames.
Oh, that's fine. I can't hear it.
That's true. That's very true. Neither can kill, actually. I should have said that. Kale can't hear it either.
Roll really well now.
Yeah, it's not bothering me at all, frankly.
This is like a small campfire, right? I can just.
Yeah,
stuff
of course,
out.
buddy. You can stamp it out.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check what the weather's gonna be like later. Druidcraft.
Or do you druidcraft?
Yeah, I'm just like,
It's going to be as stagnant as it is right now.
man, so interesting. Cool.
Well
Go
done, buddy.
ahead.
Alrighty. Indigo, you're up.
Okay.
Does Dreamcraft check the weather?
Next 24 hours.
His shell's got the weather out.
Yeah, I'll ready to mind sliver the creature when it appears.
Sounds great. You use your reaction to hold the spell for Mind Sliver, and the trigger is when it reappears. It is now the creature's turn.
Because I don't really have range stuff, and I don't know where it's going to show up. There's really nothing ready.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do have range stuff. But...
I could have read something.
I have range stuff, but I don't think anything's going to.
Kill, what is your AC?
It's currently 20.
I'm trying to think. I have to look something up real quick because I need to make sure of something.
I don't know what it's doing, but I'll just remind you it has disadvantage on attacks.
For?
Protection against good and evil.
That's right. Okay, well, alright. Okay, yeah, that is this. Oh, okay, okay. That doesn't matter. Okay, gotcha. You sense that danger is imminent. The creature emerges from the camouflage of the dead grass around you and lunges at you. It rolled a 23 to hit.
Okay.
So you may, because I was checking to see if the surprise condition, because I know you can't take a
Prevents
reaction,
reaction, okay.
if it can happen intra-combat, and it cannot. It is strictly a
First round,
out
okay.
of combat into combat
got it.
thing. So you have the opportunity to make a reaction against this.
I'll.
Can I also try
Tuck
to hit it before it?
You automatic, yeah. As it goes, you automatically lose your mind sliver.
It's gonna make an int save DC 16.
Fail.
Oh, okay.
D4, I think.
What level? We're level.
Oh yeah,
6,
2d4.
so it's 2d6.
What's D6?
Nice.
Yes. Okay. So it's gonna take 10 psychic damage.
Woo!
It also gets minus 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay, I'm gonna put the D4 right here on top of my sheet so I don't forget. Sounds good. I'm gonna put a minus sign right next to it. Great. You loose the mind sliver. You grab on to this sort of force that you feel as it begins to lunge out, and you twist against its psyche, and you see it intrinsically sort of reach its hands up and sort of grab at its many-eyed forehead and just sort of stop and lunge backwards as it screeches, you can see it rips against its scalp. Kill, you quickly realize that you don't need to use your reaction at this moment because this is sort of wait, it doesn't like.
It can still do whatever. It's just
an attack.
Never mind. Yeah,
It
you
just
do.
takes damage and
You do use your
next
reaction.
save.
You do use your reaction to, I assume, go into your shell.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes your AC
24.
24. Yes. So it, while it lunges forward, it slams into the side of your shell. It is going to just sort of try to gain its bearings and I can't do that right now, actually. And it used its movement to lunge against you, so it's right there. So that's it. That's its turn.
Hell yeah.
Kaz, you're up. Dicey, you're on deck.
Having
Can't hear anything. Can't see anything.
dropped the darkness, taken the potion. I can't just stay in here.
You can do what you want to do.
I pull out. Well, no, like Kaz. Even Kaz is like, I can't fucking just stay in here. That's not right. I take out actually Gold Toe's shiv.
Okay.
And I run back out to what I assume is the right direction.
Sure.
If you.
I'll say because you are blind and deafened, I would just need you. You did drop the, as far as I recall, you did drop the darkness after you were deafened, right?
No, before. No, after. It was.
I think it was after.
It was after.
You have a better understanding of whereabouts you are, but because you lack 2 senses, I'm just going to. It's going to be a low DC.
Still got 3.
You still got 3 left. Yeah. Actually, there's a shitload of senses. There's like a lot. Yeah.
He's like, do I still know where my note is? No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, I know. I sense my appendages. Fuck.
I sense my coming on weed.
That's right. Coming on weed. I love it. It'll be a low DC.
Sure.
But I do need you to make just a general. Give me a survival check.
That might be shitty for me actually.
The DC will be
do
low.
it.
There is a chance.
I rolled a 20 on the die.
Yeah.
So I also have inspiration.
Yeah, suck it. Nice. Yeah, you just instinctively know especially you can feel the heat as well. Like you're not entirely lost. You just dip out.
Yeah.
You quickly burst out of the side of the darkness, and you regain your vision of the battlefield. You can see off to your left, to the far peripheral, that your companions are still locked in combat with this creature. However, it does seem to, at the moment, be not necessarily grounded in the sense that it's pinned, but it is within physical range of most of your companions.
Dope. I want to run over to it.
It is a ways away, but you start to move over there.
Well, I bonus action dash 60 feet, brother.
Gotcha. What's the radius of the darkness?
15 feet.
So you moved 15 feet to get out of the darkness.
Right.
Then you move an additional 15 for your full movement. Then you move an additional 30.
Right.
So that's 45 total. You have another, let's see, you moved around. You only have another 10 feet to get to them. So you still have to use an action to get like right up into it.
Yeah, I'll use my action because if it takes off, I'll get an attack of opportunity. Yeah,
True.
Sure.
You move up into it. That is the extent of your turn. You're still deafened, however.
Yep. That's true.
Dicey, you're up. Kill, you're on deck.
How close is it to me?
Pretty close. It's about 10 feet away from you.
So I'm gonna scoot back a little bit.
Okay.
Gonna take a little bit, scoot back. I'm gonna pull him like another pouch of that powder. Gonna try it again.
Hit him with it.
Hit him
Ray of
with
sickness.
my thing. Roll better this time. 15 plus 8, that's 23.
23 hits.
Fucking finally. No, use the ugly ones. Yes, always use the ugly ones. 14 points.
Oof. What kind of damage?
Greenish energy damage.
Oh yes, green energy.
I think it's poison, probably.
Nice.
Yeah, poison.
Does it afflict the
Oh, it
poison
makes
condition?
a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. 16.
That just makes it, right? Because it's 16.
Yep.
Guess so.
So it's not poisoned.
Damn, that sucks. Anyway.
Anyway.
It does suffer against that that poisonous spray that you loose against it. It slams into its stark white fur and begins to burn and like just inflict this sense of like bit of necrosis against its white fur. And you can see bits of green, ghoulish coloration begin to discolor this pristine white fur against it.
Ouch.
Kill, you're up. Indigo, you're on deck.
How does this thing look? Does it still look pretty fine?
Make this doesn't count against your thing, but just make a quick perception check for me.
20. Dirty 20.
It looks like it is hard to hit, but a relatively fragile creature. The strikes that you have been maintaining against it seem to be inflicting a pretty
decent
good
damage.
amount of damage.
Okay.
Just seems to be hard to hit. It is very quick.
I will.
And also it hits really fucking hard.
Yeah. I'll try to hit it just with a burst of thorn
Go for it.
attack. I'm gonna use my point of my inspiration. I think that might get it done. That's a 19.
19 just barely hits.
Okay.
Woo!
Just got it done. Okay.
Snaps.
This is a snaps. Come on, bro. 6. Roll the 1.
Rip in pieces.
Yeah.
All right, you slam the hammer against this creature, and it crushes into the side of its small body, and it winces at this, but the bits of flora begin to ripple out of the head of the hammer that you slam into it, and just sort of explode onto the ground and erupt into thorns all around it, cascading into this terrible terrain under its feet. Killing the dead grass all around it as it erupts into these horrible, twisted, gnarled thorn vines against it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna stand right here.
Sounds good.
And my turn.
Indigo, you're up.
Is it within 60 feet?
Oh yeah, it's like 10 feet away from you, buddy.
Oh, cool. Let's back up a little bit. It's gonna give a little bit of space there.
Hey, I'm right next to it, to be clear.
That's true. So is Kill.
Whatever you're doing.
Kill and Kaz are both
Oh,
right next
it's
to
not
it.
that. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like. I just want to.
Fireball time! Boom!
No. I'm doing my mind flipper.
Toss
Mind flipper, sure.
Space between it and myself and the monster.
This is intelligence save.
Yes, and it's
Minus D4.
yeah. DC is 60.
So I'm gonna -1. Roll the natural 8. It's gonna fail.
Okay.
Nice.
Finally.
So the penalty will happen again.
Yep.
And it'll take
Put the D4 right here.
nice 12 damage.
God damn, you guys.
Nice.
It rips against its scalp, tearing, blood dripping down into a crimson mask against its stark white face, against its many black eyes, wincing as this horrible bit of arcanum tears into its mind. The screeches from the creature perfectly begin to sort of enter into the cacophony of screams in the inferno, and you cannot decipher whose is whose. That is your action.
Cool.
Gross.
What happened to those cards that we had out? Or did those...
I moved them to my
That's fine,
apartment
that's
and then I
fine.
forgot to bring them back.
No, that's cool. I thought I was trying to lose them or something.
No. I have them. I have them all. It is the creature's turn. At the start of its turn, it suffers, right? Or is it if it moves out of it?
Only if it moves out.
Moves out. Got it. It is going to fold its wings around itself, and you see it begins to sort of shake a little bit.
Fucker's gonna heal.
The blood trickling down its forehead. Bits of this sort of white mote of these white motes of energy begin to sort of blink all around it until this sort of visage that you see of this creature begins to fade, and it flickers away into what seems like the form of a small humanoid, sort of like very slightly pointed ears, what seems to be a little entirely nude halfling girl, just sort of shivering, blood dripping from her torn forehead. This sort of stark white hair dripped against her face, just sort of shivering, looking up at you with these bright black eyes. Shaking, looking at you all. Kez?
She prone?
She's knelt, not prone.
Okay. I'm gonna stab her.
Make an attack roll.
19.
Just barely hits.
Cool. And you said kills within 5 feet.
Oh yeah, right next. Yeah, it's sneak attack.
Dope. 10, 13, 17 plus 4. It's gonna be 21 damage.
How do you want to do this?
How do you want to kill this little girl?
I'm so happy I didn't have to make the
It's
decision.
a fucking illusion.
I know.
Absolutely zero mercy. Just like
For sure.
straight up a heading.
You grab the hair on her bloody scalp. Well, you actually don't, because you have one hand.
Oh yeah,
You
you're
take
right.
out
Oh.
you take out your saber.
Wait. No, I'm gonna be
Go for it.
fucking cruel. About
Yeah,
this,
for sure,
actually.
for sure.
Just a pat on the head.
You rub your blood-drenched wrist on her head, and you can see the flecks of blood streaking down her face. And as the saber passes through the side of her throat, you draw blood, and then you cut directly through, and the neck just opens up, and gushes of black red blood just as the illusion fades, and the body of that twisted creature, the black eyes over white as they fleck into ash, into hollow sockets in her skull.
I just push her over and
The screams subside, and this pillar of fire illuminates everything around you. It is hotter than anything you've all experienced. It almost makes you uncomfortable, Kaz. It is this insanely bright pillar of light and heat.
So, prestidigitation can snuff out a small campfire.
A small campfire.
I'd like to try to, if I can, I'd like to at least, I don't slash anything. I'm gonna go over and basically try to like repeatedly use prestidigitation to kind of like at least clear the fire up to the cocoons.
You move up to the side, and you begin to snap and twist your hand as you repeatedly cast the spell Prestidigitation, and it burns away or snuffs away. And as soon as that bit is snuffed out, the inferno is so large and so incredibly intense, it just immediately fills that empty void where you snuff out, and it is just replaced by fire and flame. It is nigh impossible with, unfortunately, that, and with no offense, that lesser amount of Arcanum. You would never be able to control this chaos that exists before you.
I'm backing up in panic.
For sure.
Just like 1 foot, crawling my way back. I'm gonna open up a bottle like I did for Cass, and I'm gonna dump it on my leg and do a little healing, do cure wounds on myself.
Wild magic surge.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
What's like, what if it's something truly stupid? Like,
Y'all are evil.
this horribly dark scene, and then like fucking Badron shows up.
Badron!
it's like man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. I'm literally a robot.
71.
71.
I love man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Is this something stupid?
Roll a d4. Nope, shit.
Is it actually a beta?
It's not Beidron.
I don't think it's Beidron. Beidron's like a really low number. I forget what it is, but it's like 4.
You feel this.
The flame turns yellow.
Not gold. You feel this cramp in your stomach again, and you feel the spontaneous arcanum erupt from you. And as it does, you vomit everywhere onto the ground.
It's fitting, I suppose.
It is.
I might have just done that anyway.
There's nothing special about the vomit.
I
He
just
There's nothing special about the vomit.
Wow, okay.
You vomit.
Okay.
Well, it's
Well, that's
totally
in my notes
consistent.
now.
That's in my notes now.
71. Vomit.
Falling on the ground?
Well, I'm like you know that like
She's 1 foot,
backwards
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
where you like
Fair enough.
the butt scoot back.
Yeah, butt scoop.
Yeah, butt scooting back
I'm gonna
with one foot missing.
after I put my sword away, just like offer a hand to help you up.
Which hand? So many choices.
God damn it! Disrespect me like this.
I mean, I'm missing a leg or a foot.
Well, yeah, I got a
If I can
plan. I'm
stand.
not just gonna fucking stand.
What am I gonna do with a hand?
I'll
You fucking see what I got going on over here?
tentatively take your hand.
Yeah, I just I do the thing where like they do in every fucking show when someone is injured, and so you got like the arm over the shoulder, one around the waist. I'm fucking helping you walk. That's
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Fucking helping you, bitch. Jesus Christ. Garrett,
Oh, help me?
goddamn.
What?
That was crazy. All right.
tensions are high. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
So wait, it's your left hand
It's my left hand.
and my right foot. So
That's right, baby. It's great.
So once
yeah,
I'm
that's good.
um
Oh god, you're actually
no, I was
Jamie
I
commits.
was acting.
That was
That's called acting, honey.
good job.
Did we do it? Was that it?
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, if this is not the Tooth Fairy, we did kill something.
So here's what I'm thinking. Should we use the boon to restore both of you? I'm very tempted to, and I was honestly tempted to just do it without asking, but that does put us back to square one, which I'm fine with. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Indigo,
Yes.
you've had a part of you missing for far longer than we have.
Exactly. I've done this long. I can go a bit longer without getting memories. And
Listen, I'm a pirate. This was a matter of time for me, right? Get your fucking memory back. We can work on it from there.
what are you doing?
Oh, just an acting. I was just doing that for Matt.
Were you acting?
That's called acting.
Teresa, are you all right with that? I don't know what to do.
That was the original agreement.
We can find. Maybe I would. If I can find someone to help us close the portal, I can probably find someone to restore your limbs. Right?
It's just a foot anyway. We can get peg leg on you.
Yeah.
I know roughly how to make it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's magic here. We can do all sorts of things. I bet. We
Yes.
just need to get our bearings, and then. What about the people? What about the people in the, or whoever was in those cocoons?
They weren't real.
I don't fucking care.
Has the screaming subsided yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
It subsided right with the fairy.
You only hear the roar of the flame.
Right. Is there a body of the creature still?
Yes.
Guess we take this with us.
Yeah,
Do you need a hand carrying it? Please laugh. It's all I need right now.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I don't expect this this pyre can burn too long. This tree was already burnt to a crisp, and I'd like to just stay here for a minute or a little bit.
Sure.
That's fine.
Well, I'm gonna at least lay this one against a tree or something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's how I can sort of get us to the edge of the clearing. For
sure.
So you can...
You all bear witness as this inferno eventually begins to devour itself. The pillar of fire reduces this hollow into nothing but ash, a pile of destruction. Whatever was inside it, whoever might have been inside it, erased from the face of this realm. And once again, as the last bit of crackling, charred wood and seared flesh subsides, silence falls amongst the twilight woods once again. And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Fucking hell yeah, y'all. Some gnarly shit. Welcome to the Feywild, motherfuckers.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. I thought that was a fucking awesome session. Sorry that
It was a test.
sorry that we didn't get to do that last week.
Tooth Fairy fight.
Tooth Fairy.
Necessarily implies.
Yeah, super fun. Thank you all for joining us. For anybody who stuck around from that raid earlier, we really appreciate your presence and your patronage. Be sure to check out Michaela. We can take off the spooky music, I think. How about we leave on a nice little note? Be sure to check out our Discord. We'd love to talk to you more. If you have any questions, feel free to hop into the questions tab and ask us some stuff. I love answering as much as I can as a dungeon master there. I try not to give too much spoilers away. Excuse me. But yeah, we've got a handful of other things that go on the channel. What's up, baby?
Do we have anything on our Patreon yet?
Yes, we do have. We have your stories on the Patreon now.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we'll get to that when we get to that. I have a couple of things that I'm going to be dropping once we get like the art and stuff for it. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting on that.
What was the surge? Can you tell us before we end?
Oh yeah, the surge that didn't affect anybody. It was going to be a confusion spell, which if it would have affected either of you, the 8 that you rolled on it was going to have one or both of them immediately use their action on the nearest person to attack. So they would both attack each other, which would have been very bad for Dicey.
Which is the spell that makes you move in a random direction? Because that would have been
That's
funny for
also
just like,
confusion.
okay, because it's like,
It
I'm
depends
just gonna
on what
walk
you
into
roll.
these flames.
Yeah, it's confusion. If it affects you, you roll a d10, and then you immediately do what it says on that little list. And most of them are you turn and run this direction.
Okay.
No matter what. So yeah. Anyway, so be sure to stick around. We've got our podcast episode that we do, or episodes rather, that we do on Saturdays at noon. Myself and Matt. We're going to hopefully be ranking the monk this Saturday, which I'm very excited about. We're working our way through the D&D 5e classes and just sort of giving them our feedback and how we feel about them. And then next Tuesday, be on the lookout. We usually have a show called Reroll. We're going to be reworking that a little bit due to some scheduling. Our lovely moderator, Michaela, actually is going to be doing some very fun things themselves pretty soon. So we're excited about that. So I'm going to be making a little bit of changes to how Reroll works. But stick around for that. That's a place where you can usually catch up on what happened last week during the show and ask some questions for our cast and see what we get to say and learn about us a little bit more. So thank you for joining us, like I said, and we will see you for episode 33 of the Great Naledian Crown right here, twitch.tv/a little dicey D&D, next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks again. See you later.
Damn.
Hail fucking yeah.
Oh,